All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here for another Watchalong Chelsea match. Watchalong, Tottenham versus Chelsea. What a blockbuster London derby. It can't get any bigger. It cannot get any bigger than this, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm hoping we get this victory today. Yeah, it's much needed. It's badly needed. This win is very, very essential. It's been a horrendously toxic week since the loss against Southampton. And I kind of expected this. I really did. When we lost against Southampton, absolutely expected that it was going to be a horrendous toxic week. And it turned out like that. But look, all of this can be turned around with a victory. If we can start getting a win today, if we can somehow find something in this match. This is a blockbuster match away from home at Spurs, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, I believe that's what it's called. And yeah, it will go a long way. It will seriously go a long way. Balak CFC, you're absolutely right. No leaks, at least. I think whoever has been, sending the information, I don't know if that particular person has been found, but I think in general, Graham Potter or maybe all the backroom staff and also the board members and the owners, they might have actually put out a statement that if there's any leaks, we will probably find out and we'll catch you guys. So yeah, it's good. Do you know what? I hate the leaks. I hate it. I rather have the surprise of getting the lineup, when it's normal. I don't like getting the leaks 15-30 minutes beforehand. These information shouldn't be floating around like that. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. Give me some optimism. Hate watching us now. Look, first of all, Valan, thank you so much for popping in. I know last match, it was very difficult. You stayed up quite late. I stayed up quite late. But look, we got to hope. We have to hope that we get a victory. Look, as I said, still, backing Graham Potter to turn this around, man. Really, really backing him to turn this around. We've got a good team. Do I think he's got the capacity to do it? Probably not. But right now, I'm hoping, I'm backing him to turn things around. So, look, let's see what happens, man. As I said, the team is a fantastic team. We've recruited some top ballers. So, there shouldn't be any excuse. There shouldn't be any excuse in terms of quality. We should do our level best to get the victory. The lineup should be out very, very soon, so we'll catch in on that. Smash the like button, guys. Look, the aim is to get 500 likes. I think that will be. It shouldn't be a problem. We should see many people coming in and watching this watch along. So please smash the like button. Get those likes up to well over. We already have more than 120 people live right now, more than 130 as we're speaking. Smash the like button, get those likes up to 100, and we'll chase towards that 500 milestone, which is going to be sensational if we can get there. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. We're very close to 21,000 subscribers, so let's get there, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully it's a Chelsea victory. What's the point, FC? At least you lot have a strong first 11 and bench. Stop complaining, Chelsea fans. Look, I'm only complaining that our gaffer, just hasn't found that winning formula as yet, hasn't really been able to, put out great plans to tackle the opposition. That's my biggest problem. My problem is that I just need to see Graham Potter, start producing. In terms of the squad, I'm not complaining. We've got a strong team defensively, midfield, offensively. It's just we've got to score a lot more goals. We just got to score a lot more goals. And then, as I said, have a little bit of a cutting edge about ourselves. You know what I mean? That seems to be the problem. Arash, thank you so much for the super chat. Hope we win, but if we don't, hopefully GP's out. Look, for me, honestly, if we don't win, I don't know how I can just keep saying that next match is a must win. This match is a must win. Like surely, if we win, I mean, we must win. If we don't win, then Graham Potter's got to go. Like, how many times can we keep saying, this is a must win. This is the last chance. This, that, the other. The lineup is out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look at this. There you go. There's the lineup. Let's check this out. Over 170 people live right now. Let's smash up the like button. Kepa in goalkeeping position, fantastic. Reece James is back, great to see. Thiago Silva in CB position, which is fantastic. Koulibaly, what's wrong with Badiashile? What is wrong with Badiashile? He's in the bench. Oh my God. Hopefully Koulibaly has a good game, man. That's all I'm going to say. We're going with the back four. Bold, very bold. I would have liked to go with the back three against Spurs' quality attack. But look, this is the team. Reece James, Thiago Silva, Koulibaly, Ben Chilwell as left back, Enzo Fernandez, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Oh my God. I hope he has a good game. I really do hope he has a good game. Sterling, Joao Felix, Ziyech, and Havertz. Look, Ziyech has a good record against Spurs, so let's hope he can turn that on. Havertz, again, I mean, this guy, there's just doesn't seem to be any end to Havertz. I hope, look, the last time I remember Havertz playing good was against Spurs. Thomas Tuchel was still around. That was probably the last time he played well. So let me know, guys. Let me know. What do you think about this lineup? Look, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, man. Honestly, it's bold. Four at the back against Spurs' quality attack. We'll have a look at the Spurs lineup as well. Actually, let's have a look at the Spurs lineup. Meanwhile, in the comment section, in the live chat, just let me know how you feel about that lineup. I'm going to bring up some comments very, very soon. Look at. My boy is here, Ishan. I've WhatsApped you, bro. I was like, is he coming on or is he not coming on?
No. How can I miss this one, man? It's a big one. It's a big one.
Come on, bro. Good to see you, man. Thank you for joining, bro. I was just about to bring up the Spurs lineup, Ishan, and then we'll touch base on the Chelsea lineup again. This is the Spurs lineup, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, Hugo Lloris, I think, is injured. So Fraser Foster is in goalkeeping position. Romero, Dyer, Langley, Royal, Skip. I'm not too worried about their defense. I've never been worried about their defense. Even their midfield, Højbjerg, Skip doesn't worry me. Davis, wingback, Royal, obviously wingback. But look at that front three. Kulusevski, Richarlison, Kane. They're strong. I'm surprised that no Son in the starting lineup, which is quite strange. Son's in the bench. Danjuma's in the bench. And Pedro Porro is in the bench, which is going to be interesting to see how he comes across. Joao Felix, they have a bit of history with a girl situation. But Kulusevski, Richarlison, Kane. I mean, look, Ishan, let me go back to the Chelsea lineup, and then we'll have a look at the Spurs lineup again. This is the Chelsea lineup, Ishan. Loftus-Cheek, Havertz again, Ziyech. I mean, he's got a good record against Spurs, but 1 foot out the door from Chelsea. Four at the back is quite bold as well, Ishan, against that really, really solid three up front for Spurs. How you feel about this lineup, brother?
So, Miz, here's the thing. And, of course, I talk unfiltered, right, when I'm with you here. So, this is what I feel. We've hit the rock bottom, We have hit the rock bottom. Graham Potter has hit the rock bottom. I think so. This lineup, this match, and I think so he surely knows the fact that how important this match is in terms of giving something to his reputation. Since I think so, in Chelsea, amongst the Chelsea fan base, I don't think so anybody has even a single bit amount of confidence in him. But just for the goodness sake of this match, I think so he would go along with those players who would give him confidence that these players can play for him. I think so. That's what I can see. And if this is the case, so be it. You know what I mean, Miss? What I believe is there are lots of players, few players as well, who are probably not giving 100% in terms of Graham Potter's managerialship. Uh, at this point of time, since he has hit the rock bottom, I think so he has to
Hmm.
go around with the players who believes in him and wants to play for him. Probably Loftus Cheek is one of them. You know what I mean? Havertz is one of them. Koulibaly, for me, it's a bit of a shocker because I thought that it could have gone with he could have gone
By
with
the way, Ishan, Kovacic
yeah.
is not even in the subs. I just noticed. The subs are Bettinelli, Badiashile, Wesley Fofana, Gallagher, Mount, Zakaria, Madueke, Mudrik, Aubameyang. Oba's in the bench. Wow, I had no idea. No Kovacic. Do we know? Is there some sort of a injury or something like that?
If it's not an injury, what might be the case? Is he just dropping players off? Because that does not make any sense to me.
This is why I'm like, I hear what you're saying in regards to Loftus Cheek being one of the players that he trusts. How are we not having Kovacic, bro? Like, I know
Now
Kovacic didn't have a great game last game, but we know what quality Kovacic has. I know I've been a bit skeptical about Kovacic, but I felt like Kovacic and Enzo could create a partnership. I mean, I don't know, man. Ruben Loftus Cheek in midfield. Are you confident with this, Ishan?
no, I'm not confident. Just to be very very honest, I might have I might have given my reasons on why Graham Potter went on with this lineup, but I'm not confident even a tad bit. Uh, Especially with Havertz up top. You know how critical I have
Yeah.
been with Havertz. He's not been good at all the whole season. I mean, not even one match where I can
I
say,
mean, Oba's in the bench. You might as well have started him, right?
yeah, I mean, good to see Aubameyang at least on the bench. You know what I mean? But he could have started. You know what I mean? I mean, none of your players are giving up for you. Havertz is shockingly uh, performing in the past few games. He's not performing for you. Why not just as well try Aubameyang once and see how this guy plays? You know what I mean? Instead of surely knowing the fact that Havertz's performance not been good, uh, probably David Datra Fofana is not on your cards, then why not go try for Aubameyang? Maybe something happens. You know what I mean? There are new players
Mm.
alongside him. There's Yao Felix, there is Mudrik, Madueke, these new guys coming up. There's Enzo Fernandez. It'll be interesting to see how Aubameyang collabs with these guys and then tries to create
Yeah,
something. But he's not even giving him a chance. I mean, that's kind of disappointing, man. I don't know how
that
can
is
you can
crazy.
just come up in a new club and just write somebody off. I mean, without even a distinctive bad performance. You know what I mean? Uh, in fact,
Mm.
comparing to Havertz has shown me more poor performances than Aubameyang has. Just because of one reason, probably Aubameyang might not have played that much, but Havertz surely doesn't deserve to start. Looking at the performance that he has put up in the past few games.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy how Havertz just gets all these starts. Alhambra, thank you so much for the super chat. This guy actually wants a sack. He's had enough. I mean, look, I hope it all works out, man. I really do. And more people that I just realized no Kukurea, no Chukwemeka, no Hall and Cover. Look, Ben Chilwell's in the starting lineup. You'd probably think maybe you can have a Kukurea as a backup, but then again, like the squad is bloated, Ishan. The squad is bloated. We've got too many players, very difficult. But I don't get Ishan. I would have had cover in this bench instead of Gallagher. I really would have had cover in this bench instead of Gallagher.
Yeah,
At least, I can understand no Kukurea. I can understand no Chukwemeka, even though I really rate Chukwemeka. But no cover is a bit strange for me, and I would love to hear what's going on over there. And also, in regards to Ishan, Buddy Shield, a particular
yeah,
defender that's been doing so well.
100.
I mean, is it necessary to take him into bench and have someone like Koulibaly who's been so shaky? I know against Dortmund, Koulibaly was good, but
Yeah,
overall this season, let's be honest, Ishan, Koulibaly has not been good.
not been good. Not been good at all. I think so. This has been a poor decision made. Uh, I can't even cover up for this decision made by Graham Potter. You know what I mean? It's Badia Shield has been probably one of the best defenders for since he started. You know,
Easy, easy.
clean sheets after clean sheet. He's been calm, composed, and he's not loosened up even a bit. You know what I mean? He's not been complacent even in a single occasion that I remember. Thiago Silva and Badia Shield was probably two rock solid defenders where we could have capitalized and probably stabilized in terms of at least getting a clean sheet. We're not attacking, we're not getting goals, we're not winning games, that's fine. But at least in terms of defensive stability, we could have gone through with these two defenders in a long term. But out of nowhere, you try to bring in a Koulibaly now, which I don't know. It's difficult to explain because Koulibaly, initially you did not want to play Koulibaly. I don't know for what reason you just dropped him, and now out of no reason you dropped Badiashile and then playing Koulibaly out of nowhere. This is hard to explain. I mean, I really want to know what's going up his mind. This is confusing to me. This one decision is very confusing.
I feel like all these chopping and changing, you can't even say, we're doing it to rest players, we're doing it for rotation. We've had a whole week off.
Yeah,
And then there were days off as well in between where
of course.
players rested.
Yeah,
I find that quite strange, bro. I really do. Let's talk about from the back four, Ishan. Is that something that worries you with Spurs? Kane, Kulusevski, Richarlison. You best believe Richarlison, he hasn't scored a Premier League goal yet for Spurs. I mean, we are known to be, people
Charity
that give
FC.
away charity. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Today is the day for Richarlison. I mean, Ishan, I said in my preview, 3 at the back. Let's really solidify the situation. Let's have the wing backs, and let's have solid 3 up front. Does that worry you that we're going with the back 4 of Reece James, Thiago Silva, Koulibaly, and Chilwell? I mean, if Chilwell and Reece James simultaneously, let's just say, bomb up, that could really leave Thiago Silva and Koulibaly in a lot of mess. And let's be honest,
yeah.
Loftus-Cheek and Enzo Fernandez, they're not like, supremely solid
Not
when it comes to
Regista.
being they're not really defensive midfielders. They're not, deep line. I mean, Enzo Fernandez with the ball is, of course, can be a deep lying midfielder, but he also has the willingness to drive forward with the ball, which he should. We want him to be in the final third, which then leaves someone like Loftus-Cheek to be very disciplined, and he has to stay back and protect those back two. And if he drives forward, then Enzo Fernandez has to stay back. Like in tandem, they've got to work together. Does that worry you, the Spurs, front 3, Ishan?
It does, Miz, and I think so. You've hit the nail on the head. That's exactly what I was thinking about. We can get caught on a counter attack very easily, and
Spurs are known for counters, bro. Spurs are known for counters.
They are known for counter, man. Back 3, set at the back, counter transition, counter attack gameplay. That's exactly what they do, and that's exactly what they're known for. And even Antonio Conte, look at his gameplay. It's simple, but it's yet effective. When it clicks hard. You know what I mean? You watch games like Man City. It's a funny team. It's a very difficult to predict kind of a team, Tottenham Hotspur, where one side they're gonna go ahead and beat Man City, the mighty Man City, and on the other hand they're gonna capitulate in front of Leicester City with 4 goals. So it's a difficult team to predict. But at the end of the day, you should know the fact that they're very good in counter attack, and we are very vulnerable on counter attack. So their strength is probably our weakness at the moment, and this is where we should be very, very careful of. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think so. Bang on by you what you said. I think so. We'll have to be very, very careful, and Kane, Richarlison, Kulusevski, definitely they can be a huge threat in terms of counter attacking gameplay, and also not to forget the fact that Kane always has a very good performance regardless of how the team plays. Kane always looks to perform very good against us, so we'll have to be on our toes, to be very honest.
True, bro. True. He always loves showing up. And Alhambra, thank you so much for the super chat. This man has no cojones to bring on players with creativity. He thinks that physicality will get him out of this. I'm Moroccan, but why is Ziyech playing? He's going to play cross and inshallah. F my life. Look, I'm surprised as well. As much as I love Ziyech and I love seeing him for us, but it's so out of the box. Like, there's no rhythm. Ziyech is a player that doesn't seem to start on a regular basis. He just gets thrown into the starting lineup. Sometimes he's not even in the squad, much like some other players that are not in the squad. I don't know, man. All this English media out there that's putting out these tweets and articles stating that everything is fine, everyone is happy. Graham Potter saying he's had one-on-ones with all of these players and everyone. How can they be happy? Like Kovacic is not in the team. Ziyech wasn't in the team previously. Now he like, I don't know, man. I don't know, and I'm trying, and I feel like Graham Potter is trying his level best to keep everyone happy, and I feel like trying to keep everyone happy, you're inadvertently going to keep everyone unhappy. I think it's better to make few unhappy and trying to keep some happy, as opposed to trying to keep everyone
Yeah.
happy when you're not going to be able to keep everyone happy. But we'll talk about Ziyech a little bit more. First up, welcome to Sai Krishna. Sai, how are you, brother? Sai there?
Brother, give me 2 minutes because I think you guys are lagging for me. I'll just change my Wi-Fi settings and get back
No
to you.
problems. No problems, bro. No problems. Going back to the lineup again, this is the Spurs lineup. We'll come back to the Chelsea attack very, very soon. Ishan, I am not one bit worried about that Spurs backline. Foster, Romero is a good defender, no doubt, but he's been out of form. Dyer, Langley, Roya, Skip, Hoiberg's okay. I mean, he's decent defensive midfielder. And Davies. Like, out of 11 players, it's just the front three that I'm worried. Every other player, I am actually not worried. I feel like we should have the capacity and the desire to go out there and really go after them. I'd be very, very surprised, to be honest, if we kind of hold back on this particular match. I mean, do you feel the same way? Look, the Spurs defense, it can be gone. I feel like, Ishan, would you agree?
Yeah, 100%. And I think so. Other teams, probably like an Arsenal or Man United, uh, will lick their lips, looking at this lineup, and especially the goalkeeper. Uh, you know, not having Hugo Lloris is probably a huge downfall for uh,
Mm.
uh, Tottenham Hotspur in the first place, and then you have a very unstable backline and also midfield. And very well said to you by you, Miss, that it's the only front three that probably is a very uh, threatful players up there, front three, who can really really trouble us. But then the back line can be, probably should be, um, easy to penetrate. But at the moment, you know what, Miss, I don't think so I'm confident enough with the attackers that we have that can even penetrate this back line that the
Mm.
Spurs have. That's my problem here. And they play with the back five. They are not going to shy away to sit back. Although I cannot predict the fact that they're going to sit back. Anything can happen at the end moment of time. But then they're not going to shy away from sit back. They know the fact that players in Chelsea and also a team like Chelsea, if we sit back, we're not going to have much chances created. We're not like a Man City who rips off the low blocks. So we're someone
Mm.
like a team who wants our opponents to come at us and then probably create spaces from behind, from our half, and then probably run into the other half to try to create more opportunities. But then if it's a low block, it becomes difficult for us. So these five players, they wouldn't mind to sit back, and I think so that's going to be the strategy, and probably then launch a counter attack. So
Launch a
yeah,
counter. Yeah.
if that's the scene, I guess that shouldn't be much of a problem for these uh, Tottenham Hotspur defenders. But at the end of the day, I think so. Uh, yeah, especially that midfield as well. I think so. It's quite a bit loose, but you know what? It's Chelsea FC, Charity FC. Guys like Hoybier might come up in with a stunner with a 32-yard scream and then probably score a goal. That's exactly what happens when people play against us. So yeah, let's see. Hope for the
True
best, man.
talk. True talk, man. True talk. Scotty Cadet, thank you so much for the super chat. Big up, Miz. I'm just a research scientist, but I don't think Reese and Ziyech together work. Now, you're right. I've not really seen them work together. In fact, I've seen them actually get annoyed at each other at times. I appreciate them, but they're too predictable. They'll cross the ball and inshallah. Now, you're right. You're right. Sai, my brother, I don't know if you had the chance to see the lineup. But if you haven't, let me just bring the lineup up for you. A lot of people are a little bit disgruntled already by this. First of all, four at the back, very bold. Looks like we are trying to go for it. And then in the middle, obviously Loftus Cheek. Up front, looks like it's a very dynamic up front. But then there's players like Havertz who hasn't really worked out. Players like Ziyech who's in and out of the team. Sterling's just coming back. And in the bench, biggest absentee is Kovacic. I mean, Sai, talk to us, bro. How you feel about this lineup, the bench? Give us everything you're feeling.
Yeah, before I talk about the lineup, means you got the same setup as me, yeah?
Yeah. You've got the window behind, huh?
Yeah, it's almost at the time of sunset, so
Yeah, what's wrong
it
with
is
the
going to.
background, Miss? Where are you? Where are you? Man?
So I renovated a room. So I had a particular so I've got two balconies, right? One in the back side, one in the front side, and the one in the back, no one really used. No one really did anything. So I turned that into a room, like I enclosed that balcony, and this is now where all the work, all the YouTube, and everything's gonna happen. So it's a new place in my home.
This is your
Oh,
permanent place from now on for all the streams?
100%, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
Wow. All right. All right.
yeah,
Fair
I'm
enough.
gonna try and put some stuff here and some stuff around and whatnot,
Yeah,
just to
yeah.
make it a little bit
Just
more
tilt the
chill.
camera a little bit like this, and then probably
Yeah,
your left side
just
wall
so
will.
everyone can see. Look, it's nice. It's a big room. It's got
Oh, that's
windows
great.
all over. Obviously, it's nighttime now, so yeah.
yeah.
No, no,
I
that's
just
nice, man.
wanted to point that before I get into the lineup because it looked very familiar.
You wanted to
Yeah,
talk about something positive before you go into the negative.
yeah. Because I don't know what Potter is doing. There is no continuity in the lineups he's putting out. We were supposed to see Badia all
So,
around in
by
the
the way,
Premier League.
someone's saying Kovacic is ill. I
Yeah,
mean,
I think
so
you
have
have
you
to go
seen
to
any news? Is
PYS's
he
account.
ill?
Go to PYS's Twitter account. He has put up some.
Oh, okay. So he is ill.
Yeah, I think so.
Let me just go to his account. Okay. So I was finding a bit strange though why he's not around. But anyway, continue, Cybra.
Yeah, there is no continuity. I don't know why Koulibaly is coming in now. I just hope he doesn't drop a stinker against Spurs. The last time he scored was against Spurs, so I hope he has some continuity there, but not too confident on that. Loftus Cheek again. You think it'll work, Miss? Loftus Cheek Enzo?
I don't know, man. I don't think he's disciplined enough. Loftus Cheek is not disciplined enough to play in a pivot. Um, Sometimes he goes missing against Dortmund. Against Dortmund, Loftus Cheek. I never saw the brother. Honestly, I didn't even see that brother play. So yeah, definitely not confident with Loftus Cheek. But I'm hoping he does the job. I'm hoping he turns up. It seems like Graham Potter really likes Loftus Cheek, man. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up giving him a contract extension.
You know what? You know what, guys? The way Graham Potter has gone up with this lineup in this important match after that Southampton defeat. If today, I mean, I know people are already mad. Probably around 95% of the Chelsea fans are surely mad looking at this lineup. Uh, if if the result goes the other way, if it goes south, there is going to be a huge retaliation today. Just be prepared for that
The
because we saw
backlash
the
is
way.
going to be crazy, bro. The backlash, the fans that are traveling to, you know, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, they're going to be so angry, man. So angry. Easy Money Sniper, thank you so much for the super chat. Miz, this is a shocking lineup. Players who don't want to be here, players given too many chances, and players not good enough. He needs to be sacked. You know what? Let's talk a little bit about this. Let's actually bring out the lineup again and talk about the front three. Let me just quickly take care of this super chat, Valan. Thank you so much for the super chat. That's life, Miz. Hopefully deflection stops. Look, these deflections, I don't know. I don't know if they're really going to stop. I really don't know if they're going to stop. There seems to be too many of them. Coming back to this lineup, so I'll go to you first, then I'll go to Ishan. Sterling, João Felix, Ziyech, Havertz. Like when you look at it and you go, wow, okay, do you know what? That's bold. That's interesting. That's attacking. You're not sitting back. You're going to go at them. But the way I'm looking at it is Havertz, who's been out of form for so long. And again, he gets an opportunity. And you can see Aubameyang's there in the bench. So if he's good enough to be in the bench, why isn't he good enough to start? Ziyech in and out of the team, consistently in and out of the team, doesn't get to have a rhythm. Yes, he's got a good record against Spurs, no doubt, but he's a player that was a PSG player for moments, literally moments away from being a PSG player. And, I don't know with that rhythm how much of benefit we're going to get out of Ziyech. Looks like this is obviously 4-2-3-1. You're going to have João Felix through the middle, Sterling on the left, Ziyech on the right, Havertz in the Havertz up front. I mean, Sai, you feeling confident with that four up front?
As I said, the first thing I said is there is no
A sigh of
continuity.
relief.
Yeah, you got to get the relief out before you start ranting. Eh? So first thing, I always knew João Felix and Kai Havertz were going to play, but the problem on the wings is you're giving Mudrik and Madueke a chance to get integrated into the team. Why suddenly change them out for Sterling and Ziyech? I'm okay with Mudrik going out just for Sterling because the guy hasn't adapted to the game very fast. But
Hmm.
Madueke was doing pretty well. Just he couldn't put the final ball through. And now we needed the pace on the wing because that is how you get behind those Spurs defenders. I have watched many Spurs matches. They haven't been good. They make diabolical mistakes just on
Hmm.
their own. You just get into them and they start making mistakes. If you have Madueke who can bring the pace on the right wing spot too, then at least you could have made Spurs make some mistakes.
That's actually a good point. So what you're saying is instead of Ziyech, you could have used Madueke.
Yeah, instead of using the passing of Ziyech, you rather would have used the pace of Madueke just to put the Spurs defenders under pressure.
Yeah, yeah. Look, this is what Shaq is saying as well. Ishan, would you agree? Like Madueke, 1v1, at least he can take the players on. He's got that speed. And I know Ziyech has got that cross. And if one of those crosses ever stick, then it's going to look gorgeous and it's going to be a goal. But I feel like Madueke as a package probably gives a little bit more. I mean, are you surprised that why Madueke probably hasn't been given the chance to start as opposed to Ziyech?
Oh, 110%. I'm still confused why Ziyech is starting. And I did not say much because I know how much you love Ziyech, but I am confused
No,
from
but
top to
see, do
bottom
you know
why
what?
this
I
guy has
understand
started.
though, Ishan. I understand. Like, even though I love the guy, I understand why he shouldn't start. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, 100%. I know that means. I mean, listen, Madueke, since the beginning of his career in Chelsea Football Club, I thought he brought a different spark on the right wing side. Do you know what I mean? He brought uh, a different element into the pitch which Ziyech didn't had, which probably he's another left footer. He's a flary left footer, and he brings that quick pace, that quick spark into that right hand side. Although he also I think so is adapting slowly and steadily, but then I believe
Hmm.
that uh, he should have been much more effective than what Ziyech is at this point of time. Ziyech, to be very honest, miss, to at this moment looks very much one dimensional to me. You know what I mean? It's only those crosses, and I think so. He does not want to run all after this PSG story behind it. This winter transfer window. It looks like he's disinterested. It doesn't look like he's in the right headspace.
He just
He's
doesn't
been
have that explosive pace, Ishan. Just doesn't have
Oh,
that
he doesn't. He
explosive
doesn't.
pace.
100%. Madueke is much more faster than what Ziyech is, and then I think so. That should have been one of the very first points where Madueke should have given chance. That's what I don't understand. Is guys like Ziyech, guys like Havertz, who have been flop show right from day one for Graham Potter, are getting chances after chances after chances for without any reasons. And guys like Madueke, Mudrik, who probably have got bare amount of chances, they've just come into the team. I mean, they need a bit more exposure. They need to get more game time But these guys, you're resting these guys without any reason. And you're playing guys like Havertz and Ziyech, who are already a flop for you. In fact, regardless,
So
not
true,
just for
Ishan,
you,
bro.
but
So true.
not just for you, but these guys have been probably a flop for 2-3 years now since they've joined Chelsea. I don't think
And,
so. They have had a good game.
Ishan, apparently, there's all sorts of rumors that players like Pulisic, players like Ziyech, they're the ones who are unhappy. They're the ones who start all these rumors. Then, if they're the ones who are starting all these rumors, then why are you starting them?
Now, 100%, man. Miz, I don't understand. Another point with Ziyech is there's something that I noticed, and I'm sure you've noticed as well in the past few games. In the past first couple of games, I think so, when Mudryk started on the left hand side and there was Ziyech on the right hand side. Earlier in the first couple of years when Ziyech played for us, I thought that his left-footed crosses, the crosses that he whips from one end to the other end, I thought nobody could pick it. I thought nobody could pick it. Initially, it was Timo Werner. He could never pick it. He just ran into someone else. You know what I mean? If it was Havertz, he couldn't pick it. And if it was anybody else, I don't think so. It was picked. Pulisic could never pick Ziyech's cross. I think so. Mudryk is the one who reads Ziyech's cross very well. And I think so. In the first couple of games, there were 3-4 occasions where Mudryk, at least with the space and with his timing of the run, reached into the correct spaces where Ziyech's ball was landing. Regardless, he could not finish. That's a different subject altogether. Nobody's finishing at this point of time. But then I thought that these two could have done something else differently because Mudryk was starting to read Ziyech's cross. That could have created something else, but Mudryk is not playing, and there is Ziyech on the other hand. I'm not sure if Sterling reads Ziyech's passes. So at the end of the day, I don't find any sort of chemistry, any sort of rhythm in the team. What he selected today, quite confusing. But I don't know. Just cross your fingers and hope for the best. You know what I mean?
Just cross your fingers, put your hands together, kneel down, and pray to the Lord above that some miraculous situation happens for us today. Look,
Yeah.
some really good points from you, Ishan, in the sense that players like Havertz, players like Ziyech, they've just not delivered for you. They really have not delivered for you, and you still want to keep consistently using them. You might as well use the new players that have come in. I mean, they've had a week off. I don't get it. I don't understand. Oh, but they may be needing some rest. We need to give others an opportunity. No, Mr. Potter, you don't need to give no one any opportunity. You need to think about yourself. You need to think about this
Your
team, this club.
opportunity. That might
Do you know
be
what I mean? You need
finishing.
to think about your opportunity. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just the
It's a
whole
simple
Havertz
thing, Miz. I
situation.
mean,
The whole Havertz situation bothers me, man. Seeing this guy not perform week in, week out. Honestly, sorry, I'll go to you first up, then I'll go to Ishan. So, what is it? What is it with Kai Havertz? Like this guy, he can drop a absolute stinker for 6-7 months in a row, and he will still find himself starting. What is it that Graham Potter sees in Havertz that maybe we can't see? You're on mute.
Only thing I can expect is Graham Potter sees Havertz's price tag. Boli doesn't know Havertz's price tag. Boli didn't see it. We paid 70 million for him. So Potter will know you need to play this player, because even if you don't play this player, you won't get the maximum amount that you can get for him, even if you want to sell him the next summer. It's sad to see Havertz play, but at this point, I am too hurt to even speak about the guy. If we win, we win. If we don't, then
He's just too much pain and too much hurt. He absolutely doesn't care what is going on anymore. Just get me the victory. Get me the victory. Ishan, I'm going to come to you very soon. Let me just take care of some of these super chats. But thank you so much for the super chat. I get the people don't rate Noni, but seeing Madueke, he reminds me of having characteristic of Sadio Mane at Southampton. Could become dangerous. Look, I think the matches that he's played so far, he's looked good. And I feel like he can pretty much provide everything that Ziyech does. Okay, Ziyech is crossing ability, but Ziyech misses so many crosses as well. Let's not kid around ourselves. At least with Madueke, you're going to get that 1v1. Do you know what I mean? He can take the players on. You're going to get that explosive pace, which Ziyech simply doesn't have. Alhambra, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. On Sky Sports, there's an interview with Madueke. I really, really like this guy. The way he talks, his self-confidence. He's going to be a leader. You're right. He's very well spoken. No doubts about that. Himanshu, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Lol, someone said Noni is just left-footed Cho. No, that is wrong. That is absolutely wrong. If Kalaman Odoi, I think his stocks are so down at the moment, he's probably looking at championship move, if that. Alhambra, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. In the interview, Noni said, if I'm good enough, I know I'll play. Noni is showing he's good enough, but not playing. That's how you lose a dressing room. I mean, look, he's still new. I hope he doesn't. Get too aggravated as yet. Arugono, thank you so much for the super chat. Potter equals insane. Same thing. Expecting different results. It's actually quite mad. It is actually quite mad. Ishan, going back to the Havertz situation, what is it, bro? What is it? Because I don't know how many more stinkers this guy needs to, apply before we can start thinking, do you know what? Maybe he's just not that good enough. Maybe he's probably best off the bench. Someone said he had a very good game off the bench against Southampton, so he starts. I mean, is that all it takes? One good performance off the bench, and I don't even recall him having a very good match against Southampton, to be honest. Is that all it takes? Just one performance off the bench, and then you're back into the starting lineup? I mean, do we forget the 20 plus matches that he's had previously that have been stinkers? What's going on?
Man, this guy still not decided his starting position, his fixed position. He still says, I don't know, he's a false 9.5, 6, 7, 8, whatever it is. I mean, it's mad, Miz. I don't know what's happening with this Kai Havertz guy. Yeah. One thing which Graham Potter should realize is Kai Havertz has already played. He's the third manager that he's playing under in Chelsea Football Club only. First it was Frank Lampard, then it came to Thomas Tuchel, and then it's Graham Potter. 3 managers, and this guy hasn't even given us a 5-match continuous, consistent, good gameplay. You know what I mean? He was a sensation. He was told to be a prodigy. He was told to be a future Ballon d'Or winner, and this and that, generational X, Y, Z. I can't recall, let alone 5 games. I can't even recall 3 games where Havertz has played well consistently and scored goals and assists and whatever, contributions. I can't. So, this is one point in terms of performance. Next, coming to Graham Potter and his selection, I don't understand. Yeah, he's a new manager, probably trying to inhabit new tactics, new thought process, new system, new analytics in the game. It's a huge plus point, and he's very fortunate to have new players and in such a lot of new players at the same time in the same club. Guys like Enzo Fernandez, Joao Felix, Madueke, Mudryk, David Rato Fofana, guys like Fofana's, Wesley Fofana's not played much with the other managers in Chelsea. Guys like Cucurella, he's been working with Cucurella for years now at Brighton. He's got such a privilege to, with this new set of players in the team have just arrived. He can formulate his own tactics, his own system very easily among these players. Since these players have not played under other managers earlier, guys like Havertz has failed under 3 managers now in Chelsea, but still he goes after Kai Havertz, and I don't understand why. Guy like David Dato Fofana, who's been showing good qualities, he's a new player at the club, trying to learn new things, adapt into a new system. Why not use him and try to formulate all the tactics, all the system, all of your Graham Potter tactics and system into that player, and try to make this player ready for your final team? I don't understand that. I think so that process would have been easier rather than implementing and forcing all your tactics on someone like a Havertz and Ziyech, who's already flopped in front of 3 managers. I don't understand.
No, absolutely. Someone in the live chat said they tagged me. I think it must have been Harrison. I think Chuku knows the fans want him to play. He just liked my message. Look, I hope you're telling me the truth, Harrison. People are quite capable of photo editing and whatnot. I don't want to read too much into it, but look, if you're telling me that you've just messaged Chukwuemeka and he's liked your message, fair enough. I'm not sure why Potter's not starting you, bro, but you deserve more minutes. Man, every time you come on, you're cold with it. Better than some other midfielders at our club, but keep working. Hopefully, you become HLC great. Honestly, bro, I'm disappointed again how you're not in the lineup, bro. Just keep your head down, man. And the fans know you deserve to play. And when the chance comes, I know you'll take that with both hands. And you can see the love heart right there from Chukwemeka. I mean, is this true? Is this not true? I'm not sure, but it is strange. It is strange not seeing Chukwemeka. I mean, yeah, Conor Gallagher, how he keeps getting, even to a point, Mason Mount. But I guess, how do you drop Mason Mount? How do you drop Mason Mount? Let's have a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is how it all shapes up. Let me just enlarge that a little bit. Just bear with me. There we go. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that particular person, individual that's tagged me on that one. Valen, thank you so much for the super chat. Seeing how most of us think he's a yes man, I can understand the owners telling him to play those players to maintain their transfer value when selling. Yeah, maybe that is probably one of the ideas of why he's persisting on using these players that are probably not long term, don't have a long term future with Chelsea. The only reason can be is that we're looking to get some sort of value out of them in the summer so we can sell them. But in the detriment of what, like poor results, I think that's being quite silly. I mean, Ishan, I'll go to you this time first, and then I'll go to Sai. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan will be joining very, very soon, so hang tight. Ishan, for me, bro, every time I say this is a must win, this is a must win, I mean, I don't know how many times I can keep saying it, but this for me is the ultimate must win. Like from here, this is the final chance. If we don't win today, I will be so shocked and surprised that our owners are just hanging on to this guy, Graham Potter. Like, once again, look, I know he's had the death threats to himself and his kids, and that's absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. But I'm not going to shy away in the fact to say that I personally don't think he's the right guy. Look, I still, like today, I'm hoping and I am backing that he gets the win. I'm hoping that he turns things around and he proves everyone wrong. But right now, I just don't have confidence in him. If we don't win today, Sean, that's 2 out of 16, bro. Like, he should have been gone a long time ago. But if we don't win today, I feel like, why are we holding on? I mean, is that where you are as well, bro? Or are you at a point where you're like, you know what? It's already been such a disastrous season. Might as well just stick around with him.
No. I mean, I've already given up. I think so. I'm on a stage where I don't have any expectations anymore. I'll be very honest with you. If things turn around, I'll be very happy. But after that Southampton defeat, and I'll stick to my words because I remember you saying this, that Southampton was a game where everything which was on the plate, it was for us. We should have finished that match. We should have finished that opponent, and especially looking at the way we played, our performance, it was shambolic. It was embarrassing, against a 20th place Southampton. You know what I mean? So yeah, I've stopped expecting from Graham Potter, and it's just like I'm waiting for someone to take some action, or probably to just hope things turn around. Because at the moment, I don't know, man. It's just hurting. It's just hurting us fans at the moment, to be very honest.
So for you, like, if we don't win this, or let's say we draw, like, where's your headspace? Like, if we don't win, say it's a draw or a loss, how are you gonna feel?
Bro, he should have been out straight after the Southampton game. That was the saturation point for me.
So what you're saying is that he's already overstayed. Like, he's already overstayed his time.
I think so. If it was Roman Bromis, he's overstayed 3 times. 3 times. He's overstayed. Yeah, but the Southampton one, I think so. It really got a lot of people, and I'm one of them. I thought that was the point where uh, we all thought that now this is way too much. Now, I mean, what can we expect? What else do we expect? Uh,
Mm.
I mean, even if a loss, but then the performance is looking shambolic. It's just embarrassing, man. Yeah. For that game, I mean, right from the Southampton game, I thought that he should have been out. But now, since he's continued, uh, I know the reasons why, and you know it very well, and you've discussed this in your show as well. The reasons
Mm.
why he's being continued as as our manager. But yeah, let's see how long it goes. I want to actually see the threshold
You
of
just
our
want to see
manager.
how long the owners,
Yeah,
what is their threshold? What is their
no, 100%.
threshold?
What is a threshold? Because for my threshold was the Southampton game. I was done. You know what I mean? And if this loss, I don't think so will affect much, miss, because I've already given up on that
Do you
Southampton
know
game.
what? A lot of people are saying the same thing, Ishan, that this loss, it's not really going to affect anything. I mean, as you said, Southampton that was the bottom of the barrel, you know?
Yeah, 100%, man. And people have really suffered on that Southampton game, and I'm one of them. Now I expected something to happen because it's too much, miss. We're freaking Chelsea FC, yeah. Two
Mm.
out of 15, 2 out of 16. No way, no ways. I've not seen ever in my life. 2 out of 16 and a manager stay. Probably in any top four, any big six team go down like that and still, uh, support the manager apart from Mikel Arteta. I don't
Mm.
think so. I don't think so. This has happened anywhere. So yeah, are we going that lane, Mikel Arteta lane? Because that is a very bad lane. They've not won anything as of now as well. I don't want to go
Bro,
that lane.
Mikel Arteta came eighth, and then fifth. So it's taken. People forget. People think Mikel Arteta just started competing for the title like immediately. It's taken him a long time to do that. And then are we going to be waiting all that time? I'm not really sure. Dinesh, thank you so much for the super chat. Mudrik should go on to Arsenal. Arteta greater than Potter. It's crazy how Mudrik doesn't even get the starting anymore, and I feel like he really should have got that opportunity to start. And perhaps someone like Sterling could have been on the right side. Mudrik on the left, Sterling on the right, and then you can still have Joao Felix in the middle, and then have it up front. Kingsley, thank you so much for the super chat, guys. He's not going anywhere. The board already mentioned if he doesn't make top four, not getting sacked, he will only get sacked if we are in the relegation. I mean, why are we waiting for relegation? It's like, let's just check it out. If Potter can actually drag us into relegation, and then we'll bring in Hansi Flick. Do you think like then Hansi Flick or anyone else will be excited to join Chelsea? Like, if we're in the relegation battle, you try and change now so you give them an opportunity to push forward. You don't bring in a manager if we're in the relegation battle. No one wants to come into the relegation battle. Kevin, thank you so much for the super chat. Potter needs to give David Datra Fofana a good run of games. David Datra Fofana is not even in the bench, by the way. He's not even in the bench. I'm looking at the bench. Bettinelli, Buddy Shield, Wesley Fofana, Gallagher, Mount, Zakaria, Madueke, Mudrik, Aubameyang. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Sai, where are you sitting in regards to if this is not a win? Are you sort of like, I'm over it. If they want to just keep him, keep him. I've lost interest. He should have gone a while back. Or are you thinking, nah, do you know what? This is the final chance. You don't win today, then that is it. That is it. Hey, where's your stance?
First thing, miss, I was thinking about it yesterday. Don't you think these owners are sticking with him to just show another manager who comes in?
By the way, check this super chat. This is one of the golden super chats, bro.
Oh wow! Oh
Put Havertz as
wow!
a phone wallpaper, missed
My
10 calls.
days.
Rejo Park, that is gold, bro. That is gold. But yeah, sorry, continue, bro.
Yeah. I don't know if these owners are trying to prove that even if a elite manager comes in and starts losing games, they will give a they'll give the gaffer time, at least a good amount of time to turn it around. Or are they just not sacking him because it is financially not viable? There are many reasons. I still have a doubt whether there are managers out there that will be an upgrade over Potter at this point in time, because Flick hasn't been doing that well with Germany. He's done it with Bayern, but that Bayern team, I can see many managers doing well with. It was like the Chelsea team of 2012. It was a very good team. So Flick, this point in time, I am not too convinced about. And Enrique, the only good result he got in the past few years is that 7-0 thrashing in the World Cup or the Euros.
Mm.
I've not seen any good results, and I've seen him pick old people in his lineup as well. You think Enrique comes in and Aspi doesn't start starting? Aspi will start.
Spanish contingent, bro. Spanish Brotherhood. Come on.
No, 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 no.
Oh my days. Can you imagine 2023 and if Asby still starts?
Yeah.
It's time, you know. Aspi should have left last season, but look, I mean, he's not in the lineup. By the way, Aspi is not even in the squad, but he did pick up that injury last game. It seems like he was fine, but maybe we've given him a bit of time. Ishan, you have to leave. Is that right?
No, no, I might just log off for some time in the middle. Probably
Yeah,
return back sometime
no
later.
problems. Let me know. Let me know. Okay, let's have a quick look uh, at the lineup just one more time in regards to Spurs. Sai, I'll go to you first up. Spurs lineup: Foster, Dyer, Romero, Langley, Davis, Hoiberg, Skip, Royale, Richarlison, Kulusevski, Kane. It's the front three. Richarlison hasn't scored for Spurs in the Premier League yet, Sai. A lot of people are putting their money down that this is it. Charity FC are going to be there. How you feel about that front three, Sai? Like, do you feel we should be able to control that front three?
A bit sticky, but I hope we can, because Richarlison, you know what's the funny thing about Richarlison here? He always used to score against us when he was at Everton also. This
Mm-hmm.
guy is a curse for us. And today he's starting for Spurs, where Sun has been stinking up the place, and he is being replaced. That too against us. We are cursed, miss. How do you drop the player that everyone is taking advantage against us? I don't know what is up with these players. Maybe it's not. It's because Conte not being on the touchline. I guess the other guy is on the touchline, so he made the
Mm-hmm.
changes. But other than that, the defense, I think it is Dyer and Davies, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
L-
Dyer and Longley and Romero.
Longley. Longley, I've watched him play for Spurs sometimes. He's the only good ball playing center back that they have. Dyer, he makes mistakes all by himself. Skip and Hoiberg, not too convinced. Emerson Royal, he's been good defensively, but sometimes he stinks up the joint attackingly as a wing back. I don't know what to make of this Spurs team. Also, it is you know what's funny, yeah? We are suffering in 10th place, and those people are having the same results as us. The worst
It's
thing, they are still in fourth.
Bro, it is so crazy. Like they are fourth. Boys, honestly, I need you guys to deep this. The live chat, over 300 people. Spurs are not having a great season, but somehow they still find themselves in top four. And this is the thing when you have an experienced manager like Conte, and do you know what? Conte don't even care. Conte don't even care. This season, it looks like he could care less about Spurs, and Spurs somehow still coming fourth, which is crazy. So it just shows we probably didn't even have to play that much better. We just needed to pick up the odd victory here and then. Maybe we could have been in the conversation of being somewhere close to being fourth, maybe fifth, and knocking on the door. Because I said it,
Yeah.
someone like Newcastle or Man United, if they do drop off, then we need to be in the conversation, and we just didn't put ourselves in the conversation. Obviously, now Man United, they don't look like they're dropping, but Newcastle has dropped off. Newcastle have, that flying start has finally caught up to them. They're in the Carabao Cup final. Maybe the focus is on that to win a trophy. That would be a big morale booster for them. But Man United's going to be tough. But Spurs, with the rubbish performances that they've had, they are still fourth. Ishan, I mean, I know we're in a project. I know we're in a process. But man, it's not like we wanted 100% hit rate. We just wanted at least maybe, I think, even a 40% hit rate, and we could have been close to top four.
100%, 100%. This season problem is a loser season. It's not that tough to penetrate into the top four. Probably that's why even now, after 2 wins in 16 odd games, there are certain pundits still questioning that are Chelsea good for the top four. According to me, it's not even a question anymore. I disregard that whole topic. I think so that topic should not even be considered anymore. But then still, if it's in the question, that means how loose this season has been at this moment. Because you can see now, United are playing so well, they can probably cross Man City at this stage and probably even challenge Arsenal if things go well around their end uh, in terms of the title race. Top four. So look at Spurs. Look at Spurs, the way they've been playing, uphills, downhills. I don't think so. Any Spurs fan can be very happy with the way they've been playing football this season. But still, they have reached into the top four. How? Just by winning the games they are supposed to win. That's it.
Yeah.
As simple as that. They've lost a lot of games. There are many poor performances, but they have beaten the teams they are supposed to beat. They did a simple thing, and they're in the race to top four, and we've just lost everything coming in our way. So, there's a saying in Hindi is called "apne पैरों में कुल्हाड़ी मारना." That's exactly what we did, man.
What's the funny thing? Yeah?
Basically, what Ishan just said, ladies and gentlemen,
Hitting a
is
hammer on your
just
leg.
hitting a hammer on your own leg, basically. So, but yes, I continue. Todd Bowley's in the house. We can see Todd Bowley. He's all nicely jacketed up. The players are coming out. But yes, you were going to say something?
What's the funny thing? Yeah, the difference between this Chelsea team and the Tottenham team. It is that Tottenham, they come out in the second half buzzing and trying to win, and we come out in the second half dozing off and trying to lose. I don't know where this match is going to go. That is why I'm very confused. I don't even want to give a score prediction at this point. Might as well
Yeah.
ask the live chat to do it.
Ladies and gentlemen in the live chat, give us your score prediction. Smash up the like button. Let's get to 500 likes as quickly as possible. Let's really push the likes and give me your score prediction. Every single one of you guys want to see what you guys feel about this match. For me, look, I think it's a draw written all over it. I feel like it's going to be maybe a 2-2 draw, maybe 1-1 draw, because I can't see us scoring two. I don't know who's going to score two. But look, a lot of people are already going for Spurs victory. Ray Allen 5-0 Spurs. Easy Money Sniper 2-0 Spurs. Liam 2-2 serves 1-1. RS7 2-1 Spurs. 6-0 to Tottenham. My God, these are some crazy predictions. Spurs 1 Chelsea 0. President Jafar. Mish 4-1 Chelsea. 4 to Spurs. Wow, there's a lot of Spurs victory, boys. The morale is not great. It's simple as that. There's a lot of Spurs victories here. I mean, boys, Ishan, Spurs have something to play for, right? Like, they're in the top four. They want to keep winning to stay in the top four. What do we have to play for? Like, besides pride and besides bragging rights, which is huge on
Yeah.
this particular fixture. But
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know if our players, I mean, look, if they have some sort of pride about them and some sort of fight and desire about them, they will try to do their level best. Look, all the leaks, all the toxicity that has happened since the Southampton game, Ishan, you'd think our players will come out today and also Graham Potter as well will try their level best to get the victory.
Look, we are only playing for the sake of us being under the pressure. We want some of the pressure off our chest. You know what I mean? That's the only thing. They have a lot of things to play for. One is top four and staying on that top four race. Second is that in that stadium, Chelsea have 100% record. Chelsea have never lost in that Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So this is one juju that they'd like to break. So this is something that they are eyeing for, because to break the duck is very important for them. So probably these two things that they have on their eyes. But for us, I don't know, man. It's just just get along, kick the ball, and come back.
Just get on with it. Get the victory, man. Ryan is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan, my Trini friend, my brother. How you doing, bro?
My, what an intro, bro. Thank you. Good, bro. I'm good. I'm good. I just made my morning coffee, ready to watch some Potter ball. Excited to see it. I have all the
You sound,
reasons to be.
you sound so enthusiastic, bro. So more than you can believe. More than you can believe.
I don't even need coffee with Potter ball, honestly, but I'm just doubling up on the energy, I guess.
We've
I
kicked
can
off,
see
ladies and
Ryan
gentlemen,
dozing
the
off at
first
the
half.
halftime.
Yeah. We've kicked off. First half is up and running. Ben Chilwell's got the ball. Ryan, before we get into the full commentary of the match, I'm
Yeah.
sure you would have looked at the lineup. How you feel
Yep.
about that lineup from Chelsea?
Listen, when I look at the bench, I think this is the best lineup you could put out. But honestly, still, I think the only part, obviously, is Badia Shield. What has he done to get dropped? Is it a fitness thing or
It's
not?
mad.
Because he didn't play last game, didn't he? Didn't Koulibaly
No, he
play?
was there for
No, it
the
was
he
it
was there for
was
the
Badia Shield
Southampton.
and Koulibaly last
Yeah,
time, right?
yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously Loftus-Cheek, Enzo pivot, like what? You see Jorginho balling out at Arsenal, and you just wonder, we sold our only sitter. Kante isn't fit yet. Kovacic, is he injured again?
Apparently he's
He's ill.
ill.
So yeah,
Apparently Kovacic is ill.
eh, imagine in 2023 we have Loftus-Cheek starting in a double pivot first.
Bro,
So
it's a bit wild. It's a bit wild. It's a bit wild. They're asking for a penalty. Chelsea's asking for a penalty. Let's fight. Fight's on.
already,
Yeah,
fights
I like
already,
it.
bro.
I like it. I like that the fact that our players were up for this. Ooh, ooh. Oh, that wasn't much in there, was it? That was nothing.
No,
I
nothing
don't
at
really
all.
think. I don't really think he even he went for a wild swing with his leg, but I don't think he actually even got Sterling. To be honest,
Sterling doing Sterling things.
Sterling doing Sterling doing Sterling. I remember when he was in Man City and he'd do things like this. I'd get so annoyed. And now he's playing for us. Yeah, I don't mind it so much.
Yeah.
3 point lane.
3 point
Come
lane,
on.
3 point lane. But yeah, man,
3 points for who?
3 point for who? Here comes Emerson Royale. Emerson Royale putting the ball through to Skip. Skip finds the ball into Harry Kane. And Royale into the box again. Well defended that time. And Chelsea's launching a counter now. Joao Felix. That pass a bit wild. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to sync up with me, it is 2 minutes and 49 seconds, 50 seconds, 51 seconds, 52 seconds, 53 seconds. Lads, are you sort of somewhat close to me?
Yeah, I'm pretty
I'm
close, man.
about a
Five
couple
seconds
seconds
behind.
behind. So
That's
I'm 10
perfect.
seconds
Perfect.
behind you again.
Sai, I don't know. For some reason, you're always like miles behind us. But 10
Sai,
is all right.
Sai, where are
10
you
You
watching
reacted
on?
and celebrated.
Sai, where are you watching on DD National or something?
Sai's
Where are you
watching from
this?
Mars.
DD National, man. Said. I'm watching on Hotstar, bro.
But yeah, Ryan, you're right, bro. I'm a bit confused as to why the need to get rid of Buddy Shield in the bench. Like, um, you know, what rotation? They had a whole week off as well. Like, it's quite mad. It's quite mad. Ganswood Miz, I'll be back at home at halftime. My phone stream is slow. I'm going to watch on TV. No problems, brother. No problems. G11W was expecting a Felix versus Poro fight today. Maybe he will come on as a sub. Maybe. Rego Park, no pen, slight contact. Yeah, definitely. Ben Chilwell, ball taken off him. Well done from Koulibaly to winning the ball back. João Felix passing to Ben Chilwell, who goes backwards to Koulibaly. Finds Enzo Fernandez. Whips the ball out to Reece James. Hakim Ziyech. Back to Reece James. And already just, yeah, the combination between Reece James and Hakim Ziyech just, it's just not there. Raheem Sterling. Looks like we're up for this match. The energy seems to be good for us. Boys, early days.
Yeah, early days, I guess. We'll have to see how things transpire. We're always good in the first 15, 20, 25 minutes. You know what I mean?
I just wonder why we don't seem to have this level of energy every game. Like, why is it just Spurs? Every time it's Spurs, the energy is there. If this was Southampton, the energy's disappeared.
Now, miss, it's just 5 minutes on the clock. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. It's only 5 minutes. The energy could just disappear very, very quickly. Spurs defending. Raheem Sterling on the left. Chilwell. Chilwell. To João Felix. João Felix has a freedom to pretty much roam around wherever he likes. Enzo Fernandez, lovely ball to João Felix. Oh,
What a ball, bro.
interesting. Again, Enzo Fernandez pulling the strings from deep. What a lovely player we've got on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Almost finds. Oh, if João Felix just was able to get that, square that ball,
That's still
I think
in.
that would have been a tap-in goal for Sterling, man. Interesting.
No. Could have done better than Felix for sure.
Early days, and it seems like it's all us at the moment. We've got all the ball, and we're looking decent, to be honest. Hakim Ziyech on the right side. Back to Reece James, to João Felix. Felix out wide to Ziyech. That was a heavy tackle on Felix, man. It's a free kick for Chelsea. Reece James and Hakim Ziyech on it. Reece James takes it, and it's been defended by Spurs. Romero seems to have got a knock on the face. There wasn't much there, man. There wasn't much there at all. Early days. I mean, Ryan, how do you feel so far, man? Especially from us to be, our energy.
Lads are giving it everything, bro.
Lads are giving it all.
Yeah, the lads are giving it all. No, it's been good. It's been.
Inshallah, boys played well.
Inshallah, boys played well. Sai, you liking how we've started this game?
I don't know what to make of it.
So it's like I see this shit every
You know,
day
this is the type of match.
for 10 minutes and then it's off.
They've fooled us too many times. We are so scarred. We are so scarred. We've seen this script before. Got us excited for the first 30 minutes and then it went south. So let's see where it goes. Chelsea 70% possession in the first 10 minutes. Spurs 30. Ben Chilwell a barnstorming run going forward. João Felix linking up with Sterling. Back to Enzo Fernandez. Finds João Felix in a nice pocket of space. João, get up, bro. Get up, get up, get up. Harry Kane whipping in a pass like a playmaker that he is, man. Incredible. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Oh, I had no idea. Hey, Ruben's playing for us. And I didn't know. That was probably the first time I saw Ruben Loftus-Cheek touch the ball this game.
Where was he running though?
He ran straight into a Tottenham Hotspurs player. He thought maybe he could defy the rules of physics, just run straight through an object.
He thought he was going to do a Gareth Bale.
Loftus-Cheek wanted to give Graham Potter the ball. You decide.
You decide.
No, it's like
Here comes Harry Kane. Here comes Harry Kane. Well defended. Well defended, Thiago Silva. Ruben Loftus-Cheek picks the ball up out wide to Hakim Ziyech. Hakim Ziyech. Nice, lovely ball to Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz, what you going to do? What you going to do? Ziyech. Oh, he was lining up that historic hit last season. Ben Chilwell now. Enzo Fernandez and back to Thiago Silva. Koulibaly to Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Miss, you know what, yeah? This is the type of match where you start speaking about your vacations in the second half.
Where's Ganswood, bro? Ganswood's the one who always asks me all these vacation stuff. I miss him. He's going to come back at halftime. 12 minutes gone, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea 0, Spurs 0. We've got all the possession, but nothing massively penetrating at the moment except for that one Enzo Fernandez pass, which was delicious. But João Felix was just a bit tad, further hit from him. Raheem Sterling now picking up the ball from the left side, running at defenders nicely. Oh, interesting crossbar. No cigar. Kulusevski. 2 players, and he's taken both of them on. He's taken Chilwell on. Now to Harry Kane. Harry Kane easily drifts past our midfielder and out wide to Ben Davies. Here comes Spurs. Kulusevski again. Harry Kane now. Oh my God. Ooh. Harry Kane did a dirty. Who did he do a dirty on? This is what Spurs is all about. Counter attack. Harry Kane. Yeah, I think it was Reece James that it was Reece James. He nutmegged Reece James.
Kane is looking super good. Kane is looking very sharp.
Oh, I hope Thiago Silva's not injured, bro. Please.
He's grabbing his knee.
I just hope it's some sort of a slight knock. Oh, no. Come on, Silva. Get up, bro. Honestly, that will be such a morale deafening blow, man. Why are they showing Thiago Silva throwing an elbow at Romero? Okay, he did. So what? No one caught him. You didn't do it if you're not caught, right, boys? If you're not caught, then you didn't do it. He hasn't been caught. This doesn't look good. I feel like he's going to get up and then he's not going to be able to run around too much and then he's going to have to go. He's been sitting down for far too long. It does not look good.
1 week break and still an injury. Yeah.
Yeah. Who would you guys prefer if Silva's, and think carefully because Silva's the right side at CB? Or would you perhaps move Buddy Shi on
Fofana.
that? Bring in Fofana and move Koulibaly on that side?
Mm-hmm.
Now Koulibaly can
Oh
stay
no,
where
Koulibaly on the left side. Sorry, just bring in Fofana.
it doesn't matter who we bring on.
Yeah.
Is he coming up
Nah,
for sure? Or I
I,
see he's
I
running.
feel like he's got to come off, man. I know he's going to try and run this off, but I feel like he's got to come on. Here comes a set piece for Spurs. Skip puts the ball back in. Kepa. It's been fouled. For sure he's fouled. Yeah. No, it's a goal kick though. Thiago Silva's back on, but I don't think he's looking good. Yeah, he's finished. He's finished. He's finished. He's asked for a change. He's done.
Miss, I gotta log off. Yeah. I'll be
All right,
back
bro.
after some
I'll
time.
catch you soon. I'll catch you soon.
Yeah. Bye. Bye.
Oh man, I'd probably bring in Wesley Fofana. Yeah, he's done, bro. That's just when you want one particular match to go your way, you want no adversity, and then you have Thiago Silva, our best defender, most experienced defender as well. I know Koulibaly's got a lot of experience, but Thiago Silva, he's got a lot of experience in the Premier League. Oh, he just got squashed between many players. Here comes João Felix. João. Oh, shot. Straight at the goalkeeper, but at least shot on target. That was nice work from Kai Havertz, actually. Thiago Silva's finished. He can't move anymore. He's just sat down. They gotta stop. They gotta make this change.
Someone in the live chat, Ishan getting stopped on.
Ishan just quickly went to the match. Richarlison's first one to come into his Brazilian comrade. Reece James giving him a hug. Who's the captain now? Oh yeah, who's the captain now? Oh, Reece James is captain. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. I think that says it all, doesn't it? Future captain Reece James. Reece James, ladies and gentlemen, is the captain of Chelsea Football Club now.
You
And
think he
as
can
Ryan
step it up
predicted,
now, Miss?
huh?
You think he'll step it up now?
Maybe.
Hasn't been doing well the past 2 games.
Yeah, I mean, he is also coming back from injury. Ryan, as you predicted, bro, Wesley Fofana's on.
Yeah, I think he had a good Didn't he come on for a couple minutes last game?
Yeah, against Southampton. Yeah, had a good game. Kulusevski. Switch of play to Ben Davies. Wins the header. Harry Kane now picks up the ball. Harry Kane goes for a shot with his left foot, and it's way, way wide.
They're playing a three now, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, we're
we
playing
are.
three at the
Did
back.
you say? Did you say we are playing three at the back?
Yeah, Chelsea is playing
No, we're
three at the
not.
back.
We're not. We
I don't
still have
think
our
so.
formation and attack, but we just defend them
Yeah,
with five because they attack with five.
yeah, yeah.
Ah,
So it's just
It's
Ziyech
two
dropping
different
back.
things. Yeah,
But we
with
still
the
have our
ball and
formation.
off the ball. Sterling out wide now, released. Sterling again. Ben Chilwell. Enzo Fernandez. Kai Havertz. Oh, Kai, what was that, man? That was such a low percentage move to make from Kai Havertz. And he got nutmegged as well. Great stuff, Kai. Spurs go long, and it's been won back by Chelsea. Well done, and it's been stolen. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Now, who's Xiao Felix was offside? Nah, clearly not. That's a foul. Yeah.
Yes, I've been
Yeah.
quiet
You have, bro.
because I remember I told you I stand back writing, right? So this is the first time I actually analyzing a game on a watch along since months. Normally I'm
What
just trying to make Sai laugh. But
what have you observed so far?
it's just been really good. I think we've been doing really good. They defending with a 5-4-1.
Hmm.
The four is very, I think they kind of prepared to do for us because they know Ja would make it a three-man midfield with our double pivot,
Yeah.
right? So they kind of prepared to kind of outdo us in a way they did not outdo us when Tuchel was in charge, when we had a three-man midfield.
Hmm.
That makes sense? So in
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
5-4-1, their four midfielders tucked in. The Kulusevski makes the fourth guy in that four-man midfield, and they kind of tucked in. But yeah, I think the way we deal with it is through wide overloads, and it's been really good, man. It's been really good. I mean, I can't tell you without the board and stuff, but maybe halftime I can show you all what I'm thinking
Yeah. That'd
on the
be
board.
great, bro. That'd be great at
But
halftime
I
if you can have
mean,
the board out.
let's see what happens. But I think we've been doing really well, especially in the overloads. So much times we see Chelsea create overloads, not under this manager, but
Hmm.
previous managers. And within the overloads, it's just passing sideways and backwards.
Oh,
Wow.
nicely done, Xiao Felix.
Yeah, so many times. But what I'm getting, or how quickly we passing through the overloads and rotating positions, it's been really good.
Hmm.
Really good. And then having the option to switch play too, I think we've been playing really well.
I guess that translates to us, I suppose, having a lot of the possession as well, um, and the team that sort of looks like who's you know wanting to play a lot more progressive, whereas Spurs are really playing a counter-attacking football, aren't they?
No, but no, but it's tough. It's tough to break through this 5-4-1. Are we doing it because of the rotations? If you look at
Hmm.
it, we've been rotating really quickly. We've been not only trying to play through the overload, we've been trying to switch play, trying to play it in behind their back line.
Hmm.
The rotations have been phenomenal.
Oh,
What Sterling is on the right there. Sometimes Ja would go into striker position. Sometimes Havertz would drop in.
yeah.
I
No, no, no. Well
I
spotted,
know
bro.
it.
Well spotted. Well
The,
spotted.
we're tactically we look good. I like our tactics today.
Just hope that the players just keep at it with this discipline and can find a breakthrough. Oh, Ruben Loftus Cheek was mauled there, but luckily enough, um,
Ruben, like in this system, is playing such as a placeholder player. Like
yeah,
on the ball, he gets eaten alive, maybe off also. But
yeah,
positionally, what he's doing, just holding down one man and just allowing Zhao to roam wherever he
to
wants
roam around. Yeah.
is really important. But look how overload they are already 4 versus 3.
Mm,
And
mm.
now when Havertz drops to the left now, then it makes sure Romero can drop in that overload. So now we could outnumber them. And then we also have the option to switch play quickly too. That's been our plan. And it will work because with Zhao roaming so much, if you look at our overload, Miss,
Yeah.
the 3 people it's 4 versus 3, including Enzo. But our 3 is jammed against our markers and rotating. Why? So Enzo would always be free to pull the strings too. So Enzo is always free, or Enzo is never marked. Like we're creating that space for Enzo to dictate. So now Enzo, with the rotations in front, he could either pass it into the overload or he could look for that switch of play or pass it in behind. So everything is going through Enzo too. So
Mm,
that's why
mm.
Loftus-Cheek is so important. Being that placeholder player there in that overload, and allowing heavy rotation between Chilwell, Zhao, and Sterling. I think sometimes Havertz is a placeholder player too, because just having him next to Romero sometimes, making sure Romero can't drop in that overload and mark Zhao or Sterling, is making
Mm.
those 2 players get the ball a lot.
Just like they're just occupying their attention. Oh,
Markers.
shot! Oh my God, Spurs almost scored.
Yeah, they're just occupying markers.
Yeah, just occupying players. But there you go, Spurs with a long range shot from Hoiberg, and that almost went in. Hit the post. Heavy tackle on Richarlison as well. Oof.
Argentine versus Brazilian, bro.
Oh my days, that could have been in. That could have been in. Oh man, lifeline, absolute lifeline, man. Um,
I think we've been really good. You know why too? So, I mean, I'll show it on the board so everybody will know when making sense. But when
mm,
Havertz dropped to the left, hold on Romero, then and Loftus drops in as that placeholder midfielder. Right now, it opens up space for Zhao to become a second striker or in the pockets to make those
yeah,
runs in behind too. The all and then you always have Reece James and Ziyech keeping wide. So it's not letting every one of Spurs defenders tuck in. So it's kind of creating more. You know how Pep always wants to keep the field wide?
yeah, yeah,
Well, you're not allowing all that whole back five to tuck in. Why? Because you have Ziyech and Reece James waiting for the switch, and we use the switch many times. So they can't just say, okay, they won't use the switch, so we'll tuck in. So that wide wing back, the opposite wing back, can't tuck in to support. So now Felix is getting more place to run in behind and drop into the pockets. I think it's been good because we've been using that switch, and within the switch too, we easily get overloads too. We get to create the same overload on the right and then use the same switch on the left. And we're just trying it, keep on doing it until we get more chances.
yeah. Let's see exactly how it transpires, man. How did Richarlison evade a yellow card there, man? Um,
But
should have been a yellow.
I just want to say, I'm talking about placeholder players, but you could obviously see that whilst tactically these players are doing a job, you could see the lack of quality from Ziyech, Loftus-Cheek,
It breaks down that
and
tactic, doesn't it?
Havertz. It doesn't get to see the fruit of this tactics that's happening here.
This is why I'm like, why do you persist with, Ziyech when maybe you could have gone with Madueke? Why do you keep persisting with Havertz? Uh,
I
that,
think
that,
for this particular game, he proceeded with Ziyech because it gives him the option to defend with a 5. That's why.
Yeah,
You
perhaps
know,
perhaps that's probably why, because
Ma-
Noni Madueke probably is a little bit still raw when it comes to off the ball, defending.
yeah, so and then who else? Well, we have no choice with Loftus-Cheek at this
And
moment.
Kovacic is ill, so just makes
Yeah,
it
we
very
have
hard.
to. So
Himanshu, thank you so much for the super chat. Just came back from 12-kilometer run. How are we playing?
pretty
Look,
well.
I don't think we're playing bad. It's just besides one sort of really, really good opportunity, it's not like we're setting the world on fire. But at the same time, in the counter, we are susceptible to it. And Spurs probably got closest to scoring a goal with Højbjerg. And Thiago Silva got injured, which is not ideal one bit. Spurs with a corner. Emerson Royal whipping it in. Wow. Højbjerg goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. Good press from Ziyech that time. Romero now.
And look at
Kane.
Ziyech in defense. He's basically in a backfight here.
Yeah. This is why recently I think Potter's been fancying Ziyech. Yeah, obviously Ziyech can give you that impetus up front, no doubts about that. But I think
Oh my,
defensively he
what's wrong
really
with
works
Fofana
hard.
now?
Yeah, Fofana's gone as well, isn't he? Oh no. But it seems to be his bum. It's not his knee. So
It's
hopefully he
like
can just. It's just a dead bum. It's really stretched that one, Ryan, bro. He really stretched that. Still holding on to it. Oh man, if this guy's injured again, Ryan. Oh my god.
How about muscle injuries? If something happened, that could be our next while again. But yeah, shield ball is inevitable, bro.
Do we have any more other defenders after Fofana? Yeah, it's just Buddy Shield,
Body
isn't it?
shield.
Yeah. And then after that, there is no more left in the bench. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy how Chalobah got like freeze out the team.
Yeah. Yeah. No Chalaba. No
And
Chalaba.
what
What
what's
happened
wrong with
here?
Kepa
What
now?
happened here? What happened here?
Oh,
Harry Kane just leaving a shoulder there. Didn't get his face though. Nonetheless, it's a foul. It definitely is a foul. We are trying to slow the game down. I mean, Kepa was really, really holding on to the ball there, Ryan.
yeah.
Koulibaly now. Back to Kepa.
You could really see the Italian style in the way Spurs press though.
Spurs are
It's
pressing, yeah.
1v1 man to man. No, no counter press or whatever. It's literally man marking.
Ziyech giving the ball away again with a bad pass. It's just he doesn't have that 1v1 quality. He doesn't have the pace to, you know, go forward with it. He gets the ball and he's stuck on the mud. He's just
Yeah, he
stuck.
could only the only option he has is the on the lap and pass or across. He has nothing
Yeah.
else.
You have lots of players like they'll get the pass and they'll try and drive with the ball, but he just can't. He just can't. There's obviously a little bit of bite in this match, Ryan. Expected, of course. Do you know why I can't seem to appreciate the bite in this match? Because I want to see Chelsea play like this with this level of bite every week. I don't want them to just get up for the Spurs game. Do you know what I mean? Like, I get it, it's a derby, like, and you want to go hard out, which is fine. But what happened against Southampton? Why did Southampton last weekend look like they were the ones who cared about the match? You know what I'm saying, Ryan? Like, I want to see Chelsea play like this every game.
Yeah.
These guys, Havertz and Romero, always go on each other. Eh?
Mm.
Every time we play, both of them have something to do against each other.
I mean, the last time we played them as well, that was probably Havertz's, last
Havertz's best
very,
match.
very good game. Havertz had actually a very good game that game.
You know when it's sad, dearness, I went to fill my water bottles. I came back, and I was confident that I will see a 0-0 score line. I was gone
Right.
for 5 to 7 minutes, and I was confident.
Yeah. Skip now. Kane drilled nicely done that time. Good defending. Ja Felix. Enzo Fernandez out wide to Ben Chilwell. Back to Enzo Fernandez. Seems like Wesley Fofana's all right. Ruben Loftus-Cheek out wide to Ziyech. Ziyech straight away back to Reece James. Just no negotiations. Just back pass straight away. Ben Chilwell now. Sterling. Head on. Taking players on straight away. Looking good. The start
No, I really like.
difference. Yeah.
We work hard to get the ball into the pockets, right? But when Zhao and Sterling gets the ball in the pockets, they have one way of thinking. Go
Drive
go,
forward.
yeah, drive. And that's under Tuchel we used to do. We used to work so hard. We used to pass so much. And when the ball finally got into the pockets to Pulisic or Mount or Havertz or Ziyech, they would back pass.
Yeah.
So now for the past 3 minutes, you pass the ball just to get the ball to that point, only for you to just give it away.
Yeah. It's sad. It really is sad. It really is sad. Similar things are happening in this game as well, Ryan, where, as you said, as soon as João Felix or Sterling, they get the ball, first thought in their mind is let's progress forward. Ziyech gets the ball, sideways pass. Havertz gets the ball, sideways pass. Just
The confidence, I don't know where the players' confidence is. Only the new players are seeming like
I
they're
mean,
pretty confident. Others, I don't know what the confidence is in their game.
I guess
it's a new,
confidence is one
it's,
thing,
it's
but they just
quality.
don't have the ability.
Yeah, it's ability. Listen, we could see that Loftus-Cheek doesn't have much in his locker. We could see that Ziyech doesn't have much in his locker. Havertz doesn't have much in his locker. So if you think about it, all the brights, despite being tactically good, the bright spots really came from three individuals who have been fantastic Enzo, João Felix, and Sterling.
And Raheem Sterling. True. Very
Yeah.
true.
At least we seem like we got the Sterling which we got in preseason back. Yeah?
If
I
we
always
get
believed in Sterling, bro. Always believed in him.
if we get the right quality alongside Enzo, the right quality on the right wing, telling you.
Miss and Ryan, I want to ask you guys. Just imagine Potter doesn't win this game and he's actually sacked. Who's your ideal replacement?
I think Hansi Flick, bro. I think Hansi Flick would do really well. I don't mind Luis Enrique as well, to be honest.
Ryan?
These two would be the top contenders. Do you
Yeah.
know who I like a lot lately as well? And I've been watching their match. I know this is a far fetched one. I don't think this will happen. But the Napoli manager,
Spalletti.
Spalletti, yeah,
The
seems
only
like
black
a
screen that
top
I have
notch
on
character,
Spalletti,
man.
the only black screen I have on him is he didn't do that well in Inter Milan. I don't know why.
Hmm.
That was a long time.
Yeah.
That was quite a while ago, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was.
Ryan, who you
Um,
think you want?
I think probably it's equal between Hansi Flick and Enrique. But honestly, a piece of me would have loved Zidane at Chelsea too. Because Zidane says he
Zidane
wants
would
to get back
be
to coaching.
Zidane would be like a Hollywood style sort of blockbuster. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because
Appointment.
and that's what these owners like, right?
Yeah, they
But
do. Yeah, true, true.
I think Zidane would be fantastic, man. And he said he wants to get back to coaching, but knowing
Wasn't
Zidane, he
wa-
might just go back Real Madrid again.
wasn't there some rumors, Ryan, during the World Cup that our owners apparently they spoke to Zidane? Is that
I'm not
I don't
sure.
know. So I did. Was there some news like that during the World Cup? Like the owners spoke,
Yeah.
met
There
with.
was news recently that Zidane was interested too, but I don't know if he will take the job. I don't know how
You know what I don't
credible the
like
news
about
is.
this match, Miz?
It's a bit boring, bro. Seriously, this match has been a bit boring. Just needs goals, but yeah. Go on. What don't you like about the match?
Tactical setup was good,
Hmm.
but you need the intensity within the tactical setup to match in order for it to work.
Yeah,
Because
you need the ability.
so much of the yeah, we need the ability, but so much of it is the quickness of passing too, quickness of
Hmm.
rotation. Like, look, just still and they're just waiting before you back past it. Like, it reached a point that these guys just seem lethargic as the match goes on, you know?
Yeah.
Um, and then it see when that lethargy comes in, right?
Hmm.
It's easy to lose the ball, and then I feel that one counter attack could be an next loss for Chelsea if it
Oh,
happens.
Sterling! That was a wonderful, great switch of play that time from Ziyech to Sterling, and Sterling straight away taking his player on. As soon as Sterling saw a bit of a chance to go 1v1, he took Emerson Royal on and unleashed a shot. I think this is what Ryan was trying to say earlier on, that at times we're trying to sort of load up on one side and then looking for that switch to release Sterling to be 1v1. That was good play, huh, Ryan?
Yeah, good, good. But oh boy, do we need to? You see the quality we have with João Felix.
Mm-hmm.
Enzo, and Sterling. If we can add an extra and match that throughout our field, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, this is where I'm really banking on Mudryk to come good for us, bro. Really banking on Mudryk.
Even like you could see that Reece James and Chilwell isn't overlapping much to send crosses. We're more using our wingers as outlets, right?
Mm.
But I know people like to call deep lying fullbacks inverted, but they're not inverted, they're still wide. But I would like to see them, impact the game more with their passing too. I mean, it can't only be Enzo passing between the lines. So
True.
it's like it seemed like other than those other three players, you could see that not only a lack of quality, but a lack of impact. And
Yeah.
that's why our performance hasn't been good. But I think tactically we've been really good today.
Have the board ready, bro. If you can, halftime.
Yeah, I'll set it up.
45 minutes gone, ladies and gentlemen. Spurs nil, Chelsea nil. Halftime almost upon us. Spurs probably have come at the closest in this match with that Højbjerg shot that's hit the post. Harry Kane now. Kulusevski. Good defending. Kai Havertz. And just not good enough to keep a hold
Bro,
of the ball.
Kai Havertz, bro.
Oh, Ziyech versus Richarlison. Wow. That's a fight I didn't expect. Oh, Ziyech don't take no prisoners, bro. Ziyech just lashed onto Emerson Royale. Emerson Royale acting like he got hit in the face. No way he got hit in the face. He just got shoved off. Ziyech might look like lightweight, but don't start a fight with my man Ziyech.
The most entertaining thing this half, yeah. At least the derby has a fight, even if both the teams are not playing that well.
But Peter's right. He got the Moroccan blood in him, bro. He's got the Moroccan blood. If you have trouble falling asleep, rewatch our games. It works better than Ambien. Oh my days. Kai Havertz getting a yellow card. And why? He's trying to find Ziyech, isn't he? He's going to give Ziyech a yellow card as well.
Who do we have on the bench, miss?
Emerson Royale with a yellow card. No, they think Ziyech is a red card. Like, are you out of your mind? Yeah, but Ziyech got pushed and barged by Emerson Royale. All he did was just react.
Man, I
Are
think
they
he touched
checking
somebody's
this? Oh my
face.
God, Ziyech is going to get a red card. They're checking this.
They can't shove somebody in the face, right?
But he actually went for the shoulder. It's just his hand slipped into his face. He's going to get a red card. He's going to get a red card. He's going to get a red card. Oh, he's going to get a red card. Wow. Wow. That's mad. That is mad. That is mad. That is mad, man. That is mad.
What just happened?
That is mad. I can't believe this, man. I can't believe this. Oh, they're
Is he
checking.
gonna?
Please, can you check? He actually went for his shoulder. He didn't go for his. He went for his shoulder.
No, I think I got slapped though.
That angle doesn't look good. Show me another angle. He got provoked. What about him getting provoked? Look what Emerson Royal did. And then he went for his shoulder. You'll see right here. That's a good one. See, he went for his shoulder. And then his hand just slid up. Don't give this a red. Change this, please. Please change this. Please change this. Please. And also understand the fact that he got provoked. Just give both of them a yellow, man, and let's just finish this. Oh no, Matisse is calling me.
No, it's a yellow.
Matisse, bro. Bro, tell me. I mean, it's not a red, right? He's changed it around, right? He's changed it. Please tell me he's.
I nearly lost it, bro. I nearly lost it.
I was getting upset that why would that even be a red? He clearly went for his shoulder and his hand slipped. Matisse, come on, bro. Believe in Ziyech, bro. Believe in Ziyech, please.
I'm like, bro, it's not a red. I've been saying it. It's not a red. It's not a red. It's
Bro,
not a red.
give-
And then I saw the red card and I went red. When the red card came out, I went red.
Bro, give both
I
of
went
them.
red. I saw red.
Bro, give both of them a yellow and case closed. Let's not make a big deal about this, bro. Give both of them a yellow. Ziyech got provoked, bro. He got provoked. Okay, he got provoked, and he went for the shoulder. He went for the shoulder, bro.
100%, bro.
We move, bro. We move, bro. What is it, bro? It's a boring game so far, bro. I'm not entertained one bit.
It's not easy, man. It's not, you know what? I'm hyped because it's Tottenham versus Chelsea, so they can't bore me. They can't bore me anyway. Doesn't matter what they do, they can't bore me, man. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm ready for everything.
You're
All the live chat trying to tell me it's a red card. You guys are forcing it.
no way it's a red card. No way it's a red card. Never ever was it a red card. Never. Yellow card, fine. Yellow card because he lashed out. But what about Emerson Royal? Emerson Royal, he knew exactly what he was doing. He came and barged into him. He knew what he was doing.
Them Tottenham fans that were waving Ziyech off the pitch, you can hold that.
Yeah, hold up, bro. I'm so glad that he went to VAR. But who?
Oh, bro, when he went to VAR, I was like, you have to overturn this because my heart sunk. I thought if he sent them off now, we're finished.
But why was he waiting so long anyway? Was he listening to because he waited for he was waiting for a long time to give that red card anyway, and then he finally gives it, and then VAR intervened. I thought he was talking to someone already to give the red card.
Yeah. I don't know what was going on.
We move, bro.
You do your half-time analysis anyway, but brother, if that was a red card, we'd be finished, you know. We've already got no silver, it would be done.
And then Wesley Fofana got a slight bump as well in his bum. So I thought
his bum cheek was hurting. Yeah,
it would have been long, bro. It would have been long. All right, bro. I'll catch you soon, huh? I'll catch you soon.
Bro, big up.
Big up to you, bro. Bye.
Half-time, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, halftime. I mean, Ryan, I'll let you start off first. Let me get the board out. But before we do that, let me just quickly do the super chat. Dinesh, and thank you so much for the super chat. Take Ziyech off for Mudryk, Potter, Mother Joe. I think Ziyech will need to come off now because he's on a yellow. I don't know if you want to take the risk anymore, but we'll talk about what needs to happen soon. Retro Park, thank you so much for the super chat. It means it's never the provoker who gets the red card. No, you're right. It's always the one that retaliates. Ryan, take it away, bro.
Yeah, first I don't have white cones, so red. We'll be with red, okay?
Go for
So
it.
opposition is red. So, I've been trying to explain what I've been seeing. and I think it'll be much easier if I just explain it with the board. As I said, tactically, I think we were set up really well. I like our plan. I like how we tried to dismantle their 5-4-1. Because why their 5-4-1 is so difficult to break down is because I think they anticipated our three-man midfield, right? These
Mm.
three guys here, and they didn't want us to play through that three-man midfield. So their 5-4-1 was quite narrow. They had it kind of like a box like this, trying to get that 4v3 situation in midfield.
Mm.
Kind of, so if we can't play centrally, they were okay with Chilwell getting the ball, and then boom, we have Sterling covered, we have Havertz covered in the pockets. It's difficult. It's long, right?
Yeah.
And I think we dealt with that really well. I don't know if we expected it or not, but we dealt with it really well. The way we dealt with it is that we created wide overloads in the form of, well, Enzo was our deep line playmaker. I would say that, um, yeah, sorry, let me just give Enzo the ball there, right? Sterling stayed on the wing back. Zhao came in to join on the left hand side um with the overload, and then Ruben Loftus-Cheek acted as a kind of a placeholder. So
Mm.
why Ruben was so important here is that he tied down this guy, this midfielder here, right? So as
Yeah.
that placeholder tying down this marker, even if he was a bit deeper too, he always tied on this marker. We had, say, our back two here supporting Enzo, with passes. We had Reece James and Ziyech keeping wide at all times for the switch of play. So what keeping the field wide did is that we didn't allow this guy to tuck in on Loftus-Cheek and then come here and join the overload and stifle us,
Mm.
right? Because that would create a 2v1 situation out wide,
Yeah.
right? So we kind of kept the place wide so we could keep these two players on our switches of play. So all of a sudden, now Loftus-Cheek is being marked, and now we could see that 5-4-1 is kind of not allowed to get compact on us. So that's why we were seeing the field so big. We were seeing spaces in the pockets whatsoever, right?
Yeah.
So there's a big thing to realize here, though, is that while on the surface you could say, okay, where the numerical advantage is, you
Mm.
have these one player on one player, one player on one player, one player on one player. So what's the purpose for that? I think the purpose for that is that even though you could see 3v3 here, I
Mm.
kind of like to view it as a 3v4, right? And the fourth man for me would be Enzo,
Yeah.
right? And the reason why these three players were so advanced too, I think they purposefully wanted these markers so Enzo could be free at all times to impact the game with his passing.
Yeah.
Like, I think this tactic allowed Enzo the freedom to dictate play that Jorginho never really got sometimes. You understand?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
protection
Yeah.
of taking markers away from him so he could dictate with passing, right? But one thing to really, really stress on here is the rotations among these three players. The rotations early on in the game, it got slower as time passed by, but the rotations were fantastic, I find. I think that
Mm.
we did a really good job in the positional rotation between having Sterling always attacking this wing back,
Yeah.
always attacking this wing back. Then sometimes Zhao would get into the pockets, then sometimes Chilwell into the pockets, then sometimes what you'd see, Miz, is that these rotations is fine, but you seeing a problem unfolding here, right?
Mm. Mm.
The problem unfolding here. Let me ask you, what if you keep these rotations here? What problem is unfolding?
Well, you've got the striker sort of all isolated. Um, yeah, like the right side is just nothing basically on that right
Okay, no,
side.
I'll tell you the problem then. The problem is that if we keep these rotations with these three players alone, all of
Mm,
a sudden you could see it turns to a 4v3 in advantage of Tottenham, right? You'd see that
mm,
Romero would have the freedom to drop on Sterling, then Emerson Royal or whatever would have the freedom to double up on Sterling here, which is never good. So what we did very often to counteract that disadvantageous situation is that what we would do is that instead of having um Loftus only being a placeholder here. Many times you'd see Loftus drop deep to keep that overload, and then we could allow Zhao to roam. What that would do, allowing Zhao to roam, it would allow Havertz to come a little bit to the left. So now all of a sudden Havertz is getting Romero, right?
mm,
So now Romero and Emerson can double up on Sterling here. Now Romero always has to look for Havertz. So now we get in Sterling in a 1v1 situation that's advantageous.
mm,
And
mm, mm,
so now we could get those combinations in. We could get Sterling in behind as much as possible and to impact the game. With Havertz kind of just being as that placeholder, but also someone who could link play if needed. A big thing here is to always realize that Enzo is still free as that
mm,
playmaker. So all of a sudden now, we talked about one side of the pitch with this overload here, which is really fine to play through with all the rotations that was going on with Chilwell and Sterling and everybody joining in, even Havertz sometimes. But what's important to realize here that in the midst of that rotation, now we opened up two other options for the switch of play. One, that many times when Zhao turned into that second striker, it gives us the option of going long to him or even passing it directly to the pockets to him. Many times we would
yeah,
see that happen. And that is a possibility we got with Havertz dropping to the left a little bit. So that's outlet number one on the switch, right?
yeah,
Outlet number two is all of a sudden keeping the pitch wide. We could try our best to switch play to these sides of the pitch. Now, you might think that okay, it's 2v1 here, right? No, 2v2, right? I know
mm,
it's kind of complicated here, but it's 2v2 when you switch it, right? But if you think about it logistically, this guy cannot roam out of here, right? Because he
mm,
has to protect the box. Why? Because everybody is such overloaded on the left hand side anyway. So when we switch play now, many times you would see Zhao kind of drop in here. So now that a player like Ziyech now would receive the ball, and now he has the options of Reece James and Zhao to the right. So now we create that overload on the right hand side. And many times we see Zhao and Reece James and Ziyech trying to cross the ball into the box here. And that's kind of like what we're doing back and forth, creating that overload on one side, creating rotations, trying to find different outlets to progress the ball into the pockets, whether it's wide to like vertically to Sterling or diagonally to João Felix or to the switch of play to our right back and right winger who could then create that overload there. And we were doing that, we're trying to do that as much as possible. I think it was a really good way of breaking down this 5-4-1 because I'm not sure quite how you would else break this 5-4-1. It's a
mm,
difficult system to break down a 5-4-1. And one thing I respect about it is many times to break a 5-4-1, they would try to woo out the wing back and then
mm,
dismantle it. But one thing Potter has been really insistent on doing this game is keeping our players advanced, and just keeping that back two and Enzo behind. So he was willing to put most of our players forward, which is an attacking change from like a Tuchel, for example, who used to break down these things more pragmatically. But I would tell you, Miss, this tactical setup is dependent severely on the intensity within rotations, one, and two, the quality. The quality. Because I would say that even though this setup looks nice on paper, on board, right? The problem is that many times when Loftus gets the ball here, right?
mm,
He does nothing with it. The only option Loftus would do, he would never find a pass into the pocket. He would go to Reece James. Reece James, what would Reece James do? Pass it to Ziyech. Ziyech can't go 1v1. So Ziyech should either lose the ball here or go back to Loftus-Cheek, and then after what you do,
Exactly.
find João Felix and hopefully João creates magic, or you find Enzo and hopefully Enzo finds magic, or you find Sterling and Sterling finds magic. Thing is,
Mm.
even though your tactical setup is good, it's dependent on one, energy, two, quality. Energy was fading as the half went by, and then two, the quality is showing that these three players, João Felix, Enzo, and Sterling, is above the rest, and the rest of the players lack the quality to actually impact the game within these attacking rotations and attacking combinations. So that's one thing to look forward to, and two to look forward to is that we're open to counter attacks if it happens.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my tactical presentation there
No, that's
of what I was
perfect,
seeing.
bro. That's absolutely perfect, man. I'm glad you've picked up on all of that. For me, it's just I think I could see some of the stuff that you've obviously demonstrated here. I could definitely see them happening, but the fact that it wasn't just we weren't materializing into anything substantial in terms of chance creation, that was really really bothering me. Besides that really good opportunity that Enzo Fernandez put on for João Felix, slightly overhit, and then that really good chance that Sterling had. Um, but I guess, yeah, just got to be patient. But it's so true. It's really João Felix, Enzo Fernandez, and Sterling. Whenever they seem to try and execute this tactic, they get a lot out of it. But um, sometimes the tactic seems to be broken down when it gets to the players like Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Ziyech, or Havertz. Now, look, let's talk a little bit about. We'll just take this out for the time being. Firstly, let me just go through the super chat. Valen, thank you so much for this particular super chat. The English FA wants to save Potter. Mad. I mean, let's talk a little bit about that incident very, very soon. Let me just go through the super chats quickly. President Jafar, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Potter get a lifeline by the FA. Next one, Valan, thank you so much once again for the super chat. Sterling, Enzo, and Felix most likely to get something. Pass, nothing in the end. Ziyech, right wing back. Spurs are respecting us too much. Ref saving pot. Felix, thank you so much for the super chat. Even if we set up decently tactically, we haven't progressed well forward. In my eyes, he has to go if it stays this way. Mudrik plus Zakaria on, please. We'll
You know
talk
what?
about all of those. Let me just do one more super chat, bro. Obrigado, thanks so much for the super chat. Ziyech playing right wing back. Why? Potter has to go, man. Ziyech playing right wing back off the ball, like when we're defending. We're trying to defend with a 5. Let's now talk about that incident. I'll go to Sai first, then I'll go to Ryan about this. So, for me personally, it should have just been yellows and let's move on with it. I know it looked bad in one of the replays. His hand on Emerson Royale's face, and initially was given a red card. It was, to be honest, once it was red card, I was like, wow, how is this getting turned around now? But I'm glad it did. How'd you look at that incident, man? To be honest.
First, two things I'll say before I break that incident. First thing, the FA is very inconsistent. And second thing, we got very lucky today. Now, to elaborate on those 2 points, the same thing happened to Casemiro against Crystal Palace. Literally the same thing. It hit him on the arm, then it went on to his neck, his throat.
With Casemiro, I think he wasn't even trying to attack him. He was trying to stop him from.
Yeah. It's almost the same thing that we happened to us. But only thing, wait, has the match started?
Has the match started? What?
Yeah, it started.
Oh, it started. Oh my God, they scored. What? I thought we were still at half time. Oh, man. Oh, what?
Yes, well.
When did the match already start? It's literally straight after half time. Yeah, they just scored. Emerson Royale with a shot and Kepa, he missed it. And then Oliver Skip with a long range. Oh my God.
All the tactical things in the win now, yeah.
This is the thing, man. Enzo Fernandez's clearance straight, and oh man, Kepa needs to save that. No, Skip just goes for a pile driver. Oh, Kepa, you got to save that, man. It's literally straight off the back of the half time. No wonder we didn't even was able to catch it live because, oh man, this is the thing, bro. At the end of the day, shoot. You got to shoot. And this is something that Spurs have been doing. They've been
This
threatening.
is where Kepa's
Højbjerg with the shot in the first half hit the post, and now Skip with the shot. But my days, Kepa needs to save that, man.
I didn't even know the match was started, man. The guy,
I was
you know why? You know why we are searching for a goalkeeper? This is why we are searching for a goalkeeper. It's the balance between Mendy and Kepa that we need. And look at him now. It's not like it's like saying Mendy would have saved that. That is not what I'm getting on to here. But there are some deficiencies in Kepa. As much as he's been doing well this season.
Kepa's got to save that, man. That's pathetic. That actually, I know the ball moved around and whatnot, but
1 minute into half time.
and I get it, and I get that fact that Enzo Fernandez's clearance wasn't good, but oh my God, oh man,
Koulibaly, man, he was just standing beside the ball. That is why I was.
look, the entire team. I mean, once again, second half.
This is
Just
what I say. What I said was, Chelsea start playing bad in the second half. Tottenham played well in the second half.
wow. Um, wow. That's sad, man. Valen, thanks so much for the super chat. Lol, that's live Potter and his halftime talks. I wasn't even ready for the halftime. Like, I was still just talking about the halftime. The fact that they were on and then there were goals straight away as well within the first minute. Reggie Park, thanks so much for the super chat. Potter's amazing Tony Robbins halftime speech. I don't know what this guy's saying at halftime, man. That's disappointing, man. That is disappointing. That's life. That's life. That's disappointing. That's life, man. General halftime talk. We've got to try and come back here, man. Hakim Ziyech now. Even the Chelsea admin wasn't even ready. I just got the notification from Fifth Stand app. No one was ready for this. Nah, you're right. You're right, Raja Pak. Look, I'm just blaming Kepa in the sense that that shot should have been, he should be able to save that. I know we've moved around, but I hear you. Like, you know, why was the shot, why was the shot even allowed, to be honest? Like, the clearance wasn't good. The gameplay wasn't good before that. But, my days.
What did I miss?
You missed a goal, bro, straight away off the bat. Second half.
Wow.
And here comes another shot. Luckily, Chilwell with the block. Oliver Skip. Ryan took a long range shot straight after half time. Yeah,
Wow.
I
Kepa
found out it was
should
a
have
goal
saved that,
because of
but
the live
it's
chat,
just.
man. Otherwise, you would have continued talking on about Casemiro's red card and Ziyech as well.
It's crazy, Ryan, man. We were still talking about half time, and then we didn't even know the second half had started, and then within the first minute there was a goal.
Clash of heads.
But you know what, Ryan? I know tactically we've set up nicely, and I guess that's probably the best you can do with 5-4-1 to try and open that. But all these tactics, you see, like Spurs were threatening even in the first half with that long range shot from Hoiberg hitting the post. Like, you got to shoot, right? You got to shoot. At the end of the day, you got to shoot.
I mean, we did shoot. Look how much shots João Felix had. I just went straight to the keeper.
Yeah, it just went straight to the keeper. You're right. And we had a shot
Those
with
Even
shots, those long,
Raheem
long range
Sterling as
shots
well.
from Sterling, yeah.
Yeah, I think Sterling's one hit the defender. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, we had a lot of shots too. You know,
I
the
mean,
thing is when you
Ryan,
lose so much games and something goes wrong in a game, then you feel like that momentum and that downward momentum is already there before the game even starts. So now, even though we tactically set up good in first half, just one blip, one goal like this, it
just
can just
destroys everything.
revert
Yeah,
everything that was good.
just everything that was going good is down the drain.
One thing I don't like about us though, I think that defensively, like not defensively, but how we press. Listen, I don't think we need to press like a German team or whatever, but I just think a little more intensity to win the ball back. I think that's something we really lack. I feel like our press isn't organized. You could see that too, Miss. That when we try to win back the ball, is just whoever is closest to the guy with the ball, just run them down.
Our press looked really good for the first 10 minutes. I was like quite impressed. I was like, okay, we're really onto the Spurs player before they even make the decision of passing it to that particular player. You know what I mean? When you anticipate where the ball's going and your press is on point. Um, and I felt like that for the first 10 minutes or so, 10, 15 minutes. After that, it all disappeared. Sackable offense. Thank you so much for the super chat. Club has been ruined. Sacking or no sacking doesn't matter. Identity and winning culture is gone. Come summer, these players are going to want to leave. This is what I've said in recent times. That I mean, how long can you persist with Potter? Because this is about to be 2 out of 16 now. Like as if 2 out of 14 wasn't bad, 2 out of 15 was worse, and now it's about to be 2 out of 16. We've lost any sense of winning. That habit is gone. It's over. Finito. Do you know what I mean? And how long can the owners continue this? It's just crazy. I mean, Todd Bowley's in the stadium today watching it. So, Dinesh, thank you so much for the super chat. Bowley killed Roman mentality by keeping Potter. I mean, Ryan, is it just going to be water off the duck's back if we lose this? The owners are just going to keep saying nothing's going to change. We just move on to the next fixture. Is that all?
It's difficult for me because you see when we lost against Dortmund, I was like, okay, tactically we seem okay, and I was willing to build on this. Then everything was reverted against Southampton. Now tactically here, I was like, you know what, it's decent. Still not good enough for Chelsea, but I can't say what the owners will do. It's a complicated situation. It's not as easy as just firing somebody. It's millions and millions of dollars on the line here too. So
No, true. Did you see that throw in from Koulibaly, by the way?
did that story even go into the pitch?
Bro, he threw it into the. He threw it out.
Threw
He
it
was
into the
already
sun.
out, and he threw it out. Wow. I mean, I can't even imagine a comeback victory here. The best I can imagine is perhaps a draw. I said in my preview 1-1. That's the best I can picture. I can't even
We're
picture
gonna
a
get one
comeback.
goal, fellas, or two, eh?
True, bro.
But it's like you could see life just, I don't know, like something about our past, and it just seems so lethargic, I find.
It's not sharp, is it, Ryan? The pass, like it's not zippy. It's not. It's not quick.
Even the movements around the passes too. It just seems like they know what they have to do, but they're just doing it at 50%.
Yeah, yeah. Crazy.
Zachariah is coming. Yeah, he should have started from the beginning.
I mean, he hasn't played a single game since he's come off, come back from injury. So I can understand that he's not starting. So, but yeah, it looks like he's gonna come off the bench now. Enzo Fernandez to Koulibaly. So deflating, man. Honestly, it's so deflating. There you go. Ball goes on the right, and Ziyech is just not good enough, like to beat his marker. He's not. He's not Raheem Sterling. It just doesn't make sense why we don't have Madueke there, and he's on a yellow. So if he lashes onto someone again, he's gonna get sent off. The ball goes on the right. He gets mauled by 2, 3 Spurs players, and he gets stuck. Either he has to pass back or he'll lose the ball. It's exactly what Ryan said in the halftime, tactical sort of demonstration. Loftus Cheek. Haven't seen Loftus Cheek for a while. At least he draws a foul and he gets the Spurs player a yellow card. Do you know what, boys? Honestly, all week, I do all this content. I do streams, and there every now and then there are a few people that are constantly saying, "Miz, you're so negative. You're so negative." I want to ask those people: Do you? First of all, I don't think I'm negative. I'm just real. So that's one thing.
When you say
But
just really negative.
but to
Joking,
those
I'm
people,
joking.
that constantly keep saying negative, tell me how do I find some positivity in this all these results? Tell me, it's about to be 2 out of 16, and here comes Mason Mount. Oh man,
Who's gonna come out for him? Ziyech?
yeah, probably Ziyech is about to come out for him. So where's Mount going to play on the right side?
I wouldn't put it past Potter to take
Uh,
out Sterling and put
no,
Mount on the left wing.
yeah, I think still it would be that right wing back guy, and Mount would be left.
Enzo
Not a bad
Fernandez,
idea though. But I would have
Ben
played Modric
Chilwell.
on the left, so he could run in behind better. Because even if Mount plays as that forward on the left, when he
A
gets that ball
lovely
there, he
ball. What a ball from Enzo Fernandez, but keeper read that one. Reggie Park, thank you so much for the super chat. Potter started Ziyech. Blame Potter, bro. Yeah. Arash, thank you so much for the super chat. Not even mad. I just accept how we are now with Graham Potter. I mean, honestly, boys, fair enough. Like tactically, every now and then, it seems, oh my God, Kepa, what are you doing? Thank God. I mean, tactically, every now and then, it looks like, okay, we are trying to do something. We're trying to work on something, but 2 out of 16. It's about to be 2 out of 16. We can't keep ignoring the results, yeah? Oh, Chilwell, that's a yellow. That's mad.
that was
That's going
nice.
to be
I like that
yellow.
yellow.
He didn't get a yellow. Wow. Mount and Zakaria is about to come on. I mean, What do you guys think, man? Surely there has to be a time where you can't ignore these results, man. You really
It's like,
cannot.
where's the line?
Doesn't seem like there is anymore. Doesn't seem like there is a line.
Where's the line, bro?
Zakaria's on and Mason Mount's on. Is Aubameyang gonna come on? Looks like he's taking his jacket off. Or maybe he's feeling too hot. That's why he's taking his jacket off.
Because in the
Um,
midst of the lack of quality, what we can't do anything about the lack of quality now until summer, right? There's a lot of outgoings that needs to happen still, right?
yeah, I agree.
Even though you could argue we could because there's $100 million player on the bench, you know? So there's still
Yeah.
players you could have brought in. There's Zakaria that was on the bench too. But I think that honestly, in the mid to kind of balance off to put over the cracks and balance over that lack of quality, I think the energy needs to be there. If this tactical setup had the energy, the drill to create more chances like we did for the one or two chances we created in the first half, we could have had a goal. The thing is, that's kind of makes me question how bought into are these players into Potter and how much influence Potter has on these players. Because if this was under Hansi Flick or Enrique, you wouldn't see these guys just jogging around. No way.
No way
Even
they'd
Ten
be
Hag,
jogging around.
you
Yeah.
won't see them jogging around like this. Even when we get possession now, it's very lethargic. Very lethargic unless Enzo or João Felix get the ball.
Bro, I just saw energy for the first 15 minutes. After that, I saw nothing. It all disappeared, like everyone was
Yeah,
saying.
it's like thing is, I could feel bad for Potter tactically because I think tactically we were good. But at the end of the day, to make the tactics work, you must have a kind of communication with your players that they buy into it
Am I mad or did I just
110%.
see Aubameyang warming up?
Well, he warming up, like as in put on an extra jacket or like really warming up.
He took off the jacket and he's on the
And
touchline warming up.
bro, warming up by putting on a winter jacket, that's the only warming up for Aubameyang.
I think what there's only one more substitution left, or two? Is it
No.
or is it two?
How many did we do? We have
Fofana
two,
came
yeah.
on,
Fofana, Zakaria, and Mount, I think.
so we got two more. Fair enough.
Maybe I'm the curse for Graham Potter, because anytime I try to help him out by doing a tactical illustration for him, then we lose after. I tried to big him up against Dortmund, we lost Southampton. Trying to do it here first half, goal
And
first
and
10
we
seconds
and,
into the
and they
half.
scored immediately.
Yeah, it's like maybe I'm trying, Graham. I really am.
I'm trying,
Like,
Potter. I'm trying.
like Miss, our private conversations. Like, I just like to joke around, right? But you could
Yeah,
see publicly I'm trying to give this manager a
you
chance,
are. You are. You definitely are. Yeah, and it's quite admirable. It's quite admirable. Raja Park, thank you so much for the super chat. People calling you negative are happy clappers. They live amongst unicorns and rainbows. To them, denial is a river in Egypt. Denial. Raja Park, you've been coming up with some bangers, man. Honestly, some banging super chats. Yeah, yeah, agreed.
Somebody tweeted, we're terrible because we were flying around the United States of America for 7 months. No, 7 months ago in preseason. That's why we're terrible.
Oh my days, what is going on? Our defending is now getting stretched.
As this game goes past, if we don't get a goal, that could turn to 2-0 easily.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I can picture a 2-0 for Spurs now because the game is on them now. They'll defend. They'll defend. They know they're good enough for a counter attack, and they'll get that counter attack. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for everybody who said the season was over, right? Everybody making videos, right, saying the season is over. If we'd win against West Ham, Southampton, and Fulham, would have been fourth.
This is why I said always we need to be sniffing the opportunity as soon as Newcastle or Man United drop. Obviously, Man United didn't, but Newcastle did. This is why Spurs find themselves in top four now. If we just beaten the ones that we needed to, then this match
Yeah,
could have been different.
Spurs finding a way to get points despite not playing well.
Yeah,
I would
this is
have
the thing.
rather that this season for us.
This is what we've always said, right, Ryan? We didn't care about style and we didn't care about philosophy. We just said, just get us the results, man. Get the belief back.
And then lay block by block, like Ten Hag had the perfect balance between laying block by block
Yeah.
while still get.
Oh, lovely. Oh, that was fantastic play from Chelsea. But
The attack had some minerals in it, bro.
yeah, but you know, just can't expect. But not much Kai could have done anymore. The goalkeeper read the play. Felix, thank you so much for the super chat. Mount is such an attacking sub, not accepting this garbage when we have Mudrik on the bench. Our standards are on the floor. Energy is on the manager. It's true. The energy disappeared. I was so
Yeah, that's what I said too. Like the energy, tactics is on the manager, and I give him a check mark there with tactics today. But to make tactics work, you need energy, and that's on the manager to get the players to buy into it.
yeah. Enzo Fernandez has sort of fallen off as well. The last few minutes, some bad passes.
Campeón del mundo.
Oh, no.
Campeón del mundo.
Enzo Fernandez. You thought they weren't gonna get this through. Everybody type in the chat, Campeón del mundo. I'm gonna sing it along. Might as well sing some chants. We have nothing else to do.
Means how
Campeón
did
del
Leeds win versus
mundo.
Southampton yesterday when their new manager had only one training session? Were they better prepared than us? Hey.
But
Apparently,
they had
I'm
a
the
good
one who's
preseason.
yeah,
So,
and then they had a very
8
good
months ago.
preseason. Yeah, and
Sucked in the morning being sung.
they had they didn't have all these injuries. They don't have all these new players.
Don't worry, guys. IPL starting soon. We'll all be okay.
But you know what the crazy part is, guys, and all the people in the live chat? I know a lot of you guys are hurting, and look, majority probably don't want Graham Potter to stick around, but there are those odd ones like they'll act all very upset today that we lost, but come tomorrow, once it's all sort of they've had a night off and they've slept it off, they'll all be backing Graham Potter again tomorrow. It don't matter. It don't matter. There is no end to it. It don't matter. There is no limit to it. It is what it is. Enzo Fernandez.
Enzo's such a good player, man. Jeez. Imagine if he was like
We
playing for
have
Barcelona, like alongside Pedri and
the ballers that they have. We have only won against 4 Premier League teams since Graham Potter: Villa, Palace, Wolves, and Bournemouth, all bottom half teams. That's mad. Graham Potter's only won 4 Premier League games since he's taken over. It feels
life,
like
bro.
a long time ago that he took over.
When's the last time we won, bro? I can't remember.
Palace.
That was like a long time ago, eh?
Yeah. I'm just
The energy is
deflated,
gone though.
man. Yeah, my energy's gone. Like, I'm not even.
Yo, I was supposed to write a thread defending this guy tomorrow. You almost had a thread for me, Graham. You took it all away. You took it
Almost
all
had
away
a
from
thread.
me.
Where's the referee going,
You took
bro?
away my
Where's the
1,000
referee
of
going?
likes. You took
Is
away my
referee going
1,000 of
to, like,
likes I was gonna get.
Is referee going for a toilet break or something? Oh, something's happened to his piece.
Referee had too much coffee, eh?
I'm
I
just
thought today Ryan was going to have a Twitter thread or something. He was talking so
Yeah,
much in the
I would just look dumb.
half
The
time.
thing is, I would look stupid posting it though. Like I have a thread, I could write on all tactics, but like
Bro, what is Potter saying to Mount? What tactical information is he giving to Mount out of all the
ask
players?
them what they want for Nando's later. They want peri peri, hot, very hot. We're gonna order now, so it'll reach on time for 90th minute.
Mace. Tell
Ask
me,
Chilwell.
what do you want
Ask
for
Chilwell.
Nando's? What do
Yeah,
you want for Nando's, man? What do you want?
yeah. And ask Chilwell too, because yeah, come back to me.
I just heard the commentator say it was Skip's 60th performance for Spurs, and we gave him his first goal.
You can
Uh,
imagine Enzo, Hazard, and João Felix playing together like Prime Hazard, and then Prime
Yeah.
Pedro on the right. What?
nah, bro. We have Mudrik and Madueke, which we paid enough money for. Uh,
Mudryk. I'm surprised he just not even getting a run in. Like, I understand you want to get him into the Premier League, but surely benching him twice might kind of ruin his confidence further.
You would, it would have to, right? It would have to. I'm surprised. 100 million pounds player, 100 million euros, whatever the case is. How did he not start on that left side, and then Sterling should have been on the right? Then you'd have two wingers that
Good
loves to go. Do you know what I mean? At
1v1.
the defender.
And we
And
can't
now
say
what?
Graham Potter doesn't have the players.
How can we say that, bro? Like, no way. He definitely has the players. Do you know what I mean? Madueke is another one he could have used as opposed to Ziyech. You could have gone with okay, fine. You went with Sterling on the left. Could have gone with Madueke on the right. And Havertz, come on, man, just go with Oba. You got him in the bench. You might as well just go with him. Look at this guy, bro. Mason Mount. This guy, yellow card. This guy just comes on and just picks up yellows these days. That's all he does. Maybe that was the tactical information that Potter gave him.
uh,
Oh, sorry. Who was that yellow to? Was that yellow to?
it was tomorrow.
It was to Mount.
Yeah.
How did Mount get
No,
the yellow? He's the one who
Mount
got damaged.
he was arguing with the referee for the
Yeah.
foul on Havertz.
Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. Mount, proper chills, getting yellow for his BF car.
Mount is literally doing a Bruno Fernandes this season. I'm shocked. He bitches about everything that happens. Uh,
Yeah, you see, yeah, my thread, bro. I was so close.
That's not happening now, is it? That thread.
Oh, I would look like a fool if I post one, honestly.
They're just having a dig at Kepa now, man. They just wherever they feel like they can take a shot, they just want to take a shot. Um, yeah. What's the stat? How many shots have they had, and how many shots have we had? Anmol, thank you so much for the super chat. It's time we all accept that Potter is fluke. He can't work with these players, which is crazy. Great coaches make do with what they've got. All our best seasons were like that. Conte, Jose,
Wow.
Tuchel. Hey, you're not lying, man. You're not lying one bit. It's what I've been saying. You're never gonna have a utopia where everything is perfect. You're never gonna have that world where everything is perfect. And now even players like Enzo and Zhao, we're gonna bring them down to our levels. When you lose that many in a row, or when you don't win that many matches in a row, it's I don't know how it's a playing unit that supports. It's a playing unit that is positive. You know, it's all the one-on-one chats that Graham Potter has had, and he still has support from everyone. I don't know how that can be true. I mean, Sai, like if you go to college now, right? You go to uni, yeah.
Yeah.
If
Big
you're
boy.
going through if you're going through a bad patch of exams, no matter how positive you are, the next like you're always going to have this feeling that, oh man, I'm probably going to just keep flopping in every exam. Like you're probably not going to feel positive about not just studies but so many other things outside of studies as well.
You know what it is?
Mm,
Even in university, you get kicked out if you don't pass
there
the
you go, bro.
exams. If you don't pass
Get
a few
kicked out.
courses, you get kicked out of university.
Get kicked out. Look at what Havertz is doing, bro. Look at what this guy's doing, bro. Fallon, thanks so much for the super chat, my man. Why not about what WTF is wrong with this clown? Get out. I don't know, man. I don't know. He just wants to keep watching this thing with Kai. And
Like Havertz could have scored there, and so I don't know why he cut across there. He
you
was
know how
in
many
on
times
goal.
you know how many times I've seen Havertz getting into great positions to shoot and then he passes.
That should have been a goal, actually. That should have been a goal. Looking
He
back on
needs
it,
to whip it with his left, right? He needs to whip it.
yeah, and that was on his left foot. Now we have Fofana with a dysfunctional bum cheek trying to shoot from midway. You know what I
I'm
mean?
starting to
Like,
think actually Havertz has no feet. I don't think he's a left footer or a right footer. He's got no feet.
but you know what? Havertz was always deficient, in my opinion, as a striker, as a number 10, as a 8. But I could safely say under this manager, he has regressed. Same thing with Mason Mount, he has
Same
regressed.
thing with Mason Mount, yeah. Same thing with Mason
And
Mount.
I don't think it's necessarily the players' fault alone,
No,
I
it's
think
not.
you could get a kick out of these players. Listen, they wouldn't be world class, but you could
Yeah.
get a better kick out of them.
Here's a great stat. Aston Villa were 20th when Potter first came in. Now only 1 point behind us, but that's life. Players are still adapting. Yeah.
I should
There's
just take
Carabao
these
Cup
comments and
final.
tweet them.
Yeah. Carabao Cup final
Yeah.
prediction. Probably Man United 2-0. I don't know. Man United 2-1. I'm hoping it's a Newcastle victory, but look, it's just a hope. I think Man United are on fire at the moment. Lads, Carabao Cup final, Sai, prediction?
Wait, who are we playing against?
Newcastle Man United.
Oh, it's a fight again. It's a fight again. Newcastle versus
Is
Man
it-
United, Carabao Cup final.
I want Man United to win.
Oh, you want Man United to win. Well, how come you don't want Newcastle?
Respect Eric Ten Hag, bro.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
When you have a quality manager like that, you have to respect it, boy.
Score
I have
prediction?
been the same after Ten Hag left.
Ten Hag is such a G, bro. You remember that interview where Gary Neville and Carragher was interrogating him after like 1 or 2 losses, and look how he turned everything around, bro.
Bro, he just focused
Up
on the
with his
results
guns.
in the initial stages. Once he went through those losses, he just concentrated after that. He just concentrated on results. Once he started to get the belief and in the momentum of winning games, especially it all kicked off when Man United beat Arsenal earlier on. They had like 3 losses in a row, and then they beat Arsenal, and then it all kicked off from there.
But we can't even hold possession anymore, man.
Yeah. This has been such a
Well,
disappointing game, lads. Honestly, I'm not even going to lie. Oh, now finally, Oba is going to get 10 minutes. Oh, this is such disrespect, man. Havertz gets to play 80 minutes in this game. Mount even comes on before,
Look
like
at
as
the
if we
screen
didn't,
one.
like as if we didn't have to chase the match and get a goal here. Oba's getting 10 minutes.
No, no, look at the screen one. Bookmark.
Um, oh, it's over. It's over. It's finished, boys. It is over. Harry Kane with the second. Game, set, match. Well done, Graham Potter. Well done.
Oh
Great,
shit! I didn't
great
even see that.
in-game
Wait, what
management.
happened?
Excellent in-game management from Graham Potter. Well done. Well done. Excellent work. Oh, now you're bringing in Mudrik. Oh, you're a joke. You're a joke. You are a joke. You're a joke. You're a joke.
The fifth.
You're an absolute joke. You're an absolute joke. You're an absolute joke.
Campeón del
Look at
mundo.
the defending as well. You think these players they support you, Potter. They support you. They're
No, did
playing
you
like
see
they want to
Mount?
get rid of you. They're playing like they want to get rid of you.
No, no, no. Did you see what Mount was doing? He let
Mount,
Eric
since he's
Dyer
come
on
on,
him.
the only thing I saw Mount do since he's come on is get that yellow card. What was he doing, Si? Where was he?
He, the ball came into the box. He let Eric Dyer on top of him. Eric Dyer deflected the ball onto Kane's leg.
Look at this guy, bro. Look at this guy. Ja Felix off, Sterling off. Oh, he's lost the plot. It's finished. It's finished. Rajab Park, thanks so much for the super chat. Don't blame the new players. They're infected by Potterism. Felix, thank you, my man, for the super chat. If he isn't fired, fans were right. Mark my words. He's not going to go. He's not going to go. This another embarrassing second half. Like everything Ryan sort of described at halftime, and I agreed with him because I could see those movements. And look, Chelsea fans, they're leaving. That's so bad, man. 2 out of 16. Well done. Everything we said in halftime, everything Ryan demonstrated, it all went in the bin as soon as second half started. As soon as second half started, I saw nothing. And once again, the substitution. It was screaming out for Oba to come on. And you still kept on Kai Havertz. You just kept on persisting with Kai Havertz. Mount comes on when you probably should have brought in Mudrik a long time ago. Second half again, pathetic second half. Pathetic
Mudryk
second
from the
half.
get-go beat his man, put in a good cross. Too late now.
Too late. Too late. And even now, players like Enzo Fernandez, obviously Jean Felix is gone. They started to play poorly in the second half because you've destroyed it. You've destroyed the morale of the team is
on
gone.
screen.
Look at Top Bowley. Honestly, if he keeps him on, and he will. What am I kidding, man? I don't even like. Honestly, I should just stop saying Potter out. Like, who cares? He's going to keep him on anyway. So we just move on to the next game. Well, Leeds next up. I'm pretty sure we're going to lose that as well. We've got Dortmund. Sure, we're going to lose that too. Dortmund can't lose at the moment, so I don't know how we're going to beat them. Nikhil, thank you so much for the super chat. Let's get relegated. Potter can play on his level.
Chelsea get
Dinesh,
battered
thank you so much
everywhere
for
they
the super
go.
chat.
Jeez.
Potter will relegate us at this point. This is sad. I'm fed up, boys, man. I'm really fed up. Like, I don't know if you guys saw anything in the second half, man. In the second half, it's just another 5 steps backwards.
We are on level points with Aston Villa now, by the way.
Finally, we see a shot from long range. Mudrik. We've not taken, long range shots enough in the second half. This is schoolboy defending, man. Sterling lets go of Kane, and then he doesn't track him. Sterling was on Kane.
If you look at Dyer there.
We can't hear you, Si. Your mic.
Liz.
If you look at
wait, sorry.
Dyer,
I'm sorry.
Look at who?
Yeah, continue, Sai. Continue, Sai.
Eric Dyer. There was
What was he doing?
replay, right?
What was he doing?
He was literally mounting Mount there. He
Mounting
hopped
Mount.
on top of him and deflected the goal towards him. And now I see tweets from Julian Laurent. Taking off Joao Felix, leaving Kai Havertz on the pitch makes no sense whatsoever.
Sad, bro. It's sad. Taking out João Felix, taking off Sterling. Is Havertz still on?
Yeah, Havertz right wing, bro.
Wow. Havertz is still on.
Yeah.
That's incredible, man. That's incredible. Fallon, thank you so much for the super chat. Until his sack, I'm just gonna watch Eric Ten Hag at United. It's mad what's happening at our football club, man. It's mad. 2 out of 16. Where is the limit? Where is the limit? I even said in my preview that Graham Potter needs to be sacked if we lose or draw. And now we are losing and we will lose 2-0. There is no way back from this. 2-0. Wow. Wow. Nice. Good job.
Miz, we have 13 Premier League matches again. If this continues, could we get relegated?
Oh my God.
We can't even get 1 point, far less for 3. We have 13 matches. Our remaining fixtures are quite tough.
Yeah, it's all top, like predominantly top sort of 7-8 teams, right?
We still have Arsenal to play and City to play too, right?
They're gonna pump us. They're gonna pump
We
us.
still have Man United to play too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Man
So we
United
most likely get
at
0
Old
points
Trafford
from
too.
those
And
three.
Newcastle. I'm pretty sure Newcastle as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Miz, how bad could this get?
Well,
That's the
those teams have something to play for. So I'm not really sure what we're gonna do. It can only get worse. The only way I see this change around is we have to get a new manager in. We must. We must get a new manager in. Because I don't care about all of this PR and all of these, English media saying everyone is backing Potter, this, that, the other, the owners about. How can you continue like this? How? How can you possibly continue like this?
Miz, our remaining fixtures are quite tough, you know. Let me name the likes of the teams we have still, right? So we still have to play Liverpool, Brighton, Man U, Brentford, Arsenal,
Oh
Man
my
City,
God.
Newcastle.
Oh my God. All of those teams are better than us. All of those teams.
All of those teams could beat us.
Easy.
And I didn't even count teams like Leicester and stuff in the fold there too, who have been okay.
Oh my
There's no
goodness.
relegation teams left to play, actually.
Is that good or bad?
Embarrassed, bro. I'm embarrassed.
We
I'm
can't beat the
embarrassed.
relegation teams, neither can we beat the big teams. Who can we beat?
But how bad
Oh.
could this get?
It seems like it can't get too bad. It's always okay. It just can't get too bad. I'm just so sad, boys. Honestly, I'm just so sad.
It's
I'm
still
just
our
so
worst
sad.
season in the modern Chelsea era.
Worst. I don't remember. I don't remember it being like this ever. Even under Jose Mourinho, when we flopped after winning the league title, I think we ended up coming to, but then he was sacked anyway, December. Gusidin came in and sort of steadied the boat a little bit. I think we ended up coming 9th or 10th. And then Conte, we ended up winning with that same team under Conte. Conte's second season, I believe we came 5th or 6th, something like that. I think might have come 5th. This has to be the worst. This has to be the worst. And I can't even say that, Potter's only just arrived like a couple of months ago. He's been around for a little while now. And he's
Been
had
around more
money
than half a
thrown at
year.
him. sad, bro. It's just so sad, man. Honestly, it's so sad to see this. Another second half from hell, man. I can't believe Kai Havertz is still in the field, man. I just can't believe this.
Like, by his standards, this is still a horrible game, though, for him. And that says a lot.
Exactly. Like
What
that
are
says
the
a lot.
standards
By
at
his
this
standards, it's a horrible. Like we know his standards.
What are the standards at this?
Oh my god! Oh my
Ryan,
I
god!
know I was really happy, in first half. I thought I was really getting on treading.
At first half, Ryan was buzzing. He thought, you know what? I'm actually going to do a masterclass here.
Yeah, I thought so.
Ryan thought, you know what? I'm buzzing. I'm back. This could be my return, you know.
Ryan was supposed to get come back out of his exile today.
And then Potter said,
going back
"Don't
into
go
a-
anywhere." Potter said,
Yeah,
"Don't
bro,
go
man.
anywhere."
Yeah, no tactics, None from CFC Central, none from me, none from Johan. And all three of us used to post tactics before. Like, there hasn't been a tactical Chelsea thread since Tuchel. You know that?
Man.
It used to have about 3 or 4 tactical threads a week.
People are just over it now. People are just over it. They're like,
No,
what
but
tactics?
it
There
has
is
nothing to
nothing.
write.
There's nothing to write.
And if it
There's
does,
literally nothing to write.
it's literally for 10 minutes of play, which was good, and then they ruined it because it's not valid anymore. So the good 10 minutes isn't worth writing on.
I'm just embarrassed, boys. I'm just so embarrassed. I can't. I don't even tweet anymore. Seriously, I don't tweet. I don't
Fofana is
tweet.
pressing from the front.
I don't banter other clubs because I feel like we're such a loser club. Losing has become part of our DNA. Losing has become part of our DNA. And more,
But you
thanks
know
so much
what,
for the
Miz?
super chat. Yeah, go on, bro.
No matter how our opposition team play, they still have a belief that they could win the match against Chelsea.
Always,
That whole
always.
first half, we control the game. But they always have a belief that we will get a goal somehow and win.
They always look at us and they know that, you know what? You guys are so vulnerable. You guys are so fragile. Sure, have all the control. We're going to get you because you're not mentally there. Even though you got that mentality monster, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing. Your coach is just bang average. Let's be honest. You don't have the belief. You're not moving like an elite club anymore. You're fragile. You're fragile. And more, thanks so much for the super chat. Eric Ten Hagen, how are perfect examples for my previous comment. Look how much they've improved their teams. It's not about it's about who you've got. It's about who you use them, how you use them.
It's not how. It's
Sorry.
not.
Even
They're
I'm
trying to
getting
give you
my
a
own
headache
words
here,
mixed
bro.
up. Yeah, I've got a headache now as well. Ishan, thanks so much for the super chat. I'm not sure what project they have. We are effed. 3 days off minimum. Oh, man, I forgot. All those days off this week to prepare for a 2-0 loss. And that's what you get. Will Matisse, Yunus, Guni, and you going live tonight? I don't think I will be. And I have a perfectly good reason, which you guys will all know very, very soon. And I'll let you guys know later. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. 3 days off, and this is the crap we got. Sack him. Rejo Park, thank you so much for the super chat. Expect the biased English media bums like Matt Law to praise Potter and Mount tomorrow. They're disgustingly biased, shameful. Yeah, watch all of these people come out and say they've got the backing. President Jafar, thank you so much for the super chat. Is this process we are supposed to trust me? It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Deshaun, thank you so much for the super chat. When Matisse said 40 points, I thought he was joking. I mean, look how difficult the 40 points are going to be. I mean, Ryan has already told us what the fixtures are looking like. Belan, thank you so much for the super chat. Tactics to stop Chelsea. Make sure keep 0-0 until the end of first half. Potter will help us win the game in the second half. Gonna get more threats. Absolutely agreed. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. It is over, and it's another whooping. And it is a big victory for Spurs. They absolutely deserved it. And what more to say? What more to say? 2 out of 16. We've gone from. Do you know what? I only started noticing the record from 2 out of 14. I remember even doing that um, live stream when I said 2 out of 14 as my title. That was literally my title. I really started focusing from then. Then we went to 2 out of 15. And now we've gone to 2 out of 16. Everything that this club was known for, everything that we believed about this club, the success, the history that we've created over the last 20 plus years, it's all gone. It's disappeared. It's disintegrated. We're a nobody now. We're an absolute nobody. We had this entire week. We gave Reece James off, Thiago Silva off. Thiago Silva now injured. We had Sunday, Monday off. Scheduled days off. You can still, even though you had the scheduled days off, you can still call the players in if need be during tough times. Then you had Thursday off. And this is the preparation. Second half again, pathetic, man. First half at least, okay, do you know what? Probably the 15 to 30 minutes, it looked okay. And then you can see the Spurs, they were looking for the counter-attack. They were looking for the long-range shots whenever they could. But you still thought, okay, 0-0 halftime, maybe the lads gave it their all. We'll listen to the manager, whatever the manager says at halftime, and they're going to come out and, they're going to try and get this victory. I mean, surely they would have some sort of shame, right? Like losing on a weekly basis. And this is the London derby. Like you'd think you'd want to put up a fight. And straight away, as soon as the second half started, there was a goal. Balan, thanks so much for the super chat. Matisse getting violated with phone calls. Oh, I feel sorry for him, man. I feel sorry for him. Valan, once again, thank you so much for the super chat. Potter didn't even dare to go over to the fans. The fans left. Bowley was there firsthand. I said it in my preview. These owners will get to watch the calamity firsthand. Again, the substitution, bringing in Mount. What did Mount give us? Keeping Havertz for that long. Ziyech, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Benny, thank you so much for the super chat. Who do we bring in if Potter goes? I mean, Ryan, I'll go to you first up. How do you feel, bro? Just give me your raw emotion, bro, please.
Miss, I am not surprised. And I'm not emotional about it. Why? Because this has been the reality for months. And no matter how much emotional I get, things could only change from one direction if it was to change. All the videos came out, all the streams come out, all the tweets come out. But at the end of the day, it's how much this board is willing to put faith into Graham Potter. I'll boil down to that. But as I said, I tweeted just now, we have 13 games left. Out of the 8 games of those 13 is teams above us in the table. We are on 31 points now. 40 points look like a challenge, look like a mountain.
Are we actually going to get relegated?
Well, tell me where we're going to get 3 points. Okay, no, tell me where we're going to get 1 point.
Wow. This is why I wanted this manager gone, man, because the morale is destroyed. Losing has become a habit. 25 games. I think we've played 25 games, right?
Yeah, but it's 38 matches, right?
Yeah.
let me read out the teams that we have to play
5
against.
plus
Then
8, that's 13 games, bro. We've got 13 games, I think, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's what I said.
You want me to read out the teams first, just to see if we can get the points against them.
Yeah, go through it, bro.
Leeds,
Away, right? Leeds away, though, yeah?
yeah, yeah.
Or Leeds at home? Leeds at
No,
Stamford Bridge or Leeds away?
Leeds at home.
Okay, well, if we can't win that, then what's the point?
Then Dortmund. Nah, I don't think we can win against Dortmund, right? Leicester away.
No
Leicester have been
chance.
pretty well.
I mean,
And
Leicester's up and down. Leicester's up and down. You know, we know good. We're probably a good match for Leicester.
Everton at home. Villa at home. Liverpool at home. Wolves away.
I mean, all of these teams, Villa at home, Everton, they're all fighting in the relegation. It's not going to be easier. It's just,
And then after that, we have Brighton, Man United, Brentford, Arsenal, Bournemouth, Forest.
nothing's going to change, though, boys. Do you know what? Nothing's going to change. It's all going to stay the same. I mean, all too easy. All too easy for Spurs in the second half. All too easy for Spurs. Nice long range shot from Skip, which I felt like, you know, Kepa could have done better, but it's even way before the shot. Like the entire way we started the second half, just sleeping, not expecting, not anticipating. Spurs came out of the blocks quick. The defending was poor leading up to the shot of Oliver Skip. Yes, of course, Kepa should have done better. Of course. But it's the entire mentality of the group. I mean, there was a point where Koulibaly had a throw-in, and from the throw-in, he threw it out. He didn't even land the ball inside. This is where our headspace is. And then Harry Kane's goal. Sterling was apparently on Harry Kane. Like one of the shorter players was on Harry Kane. And all Harry Kane had to do was just shrug him off. And he was open in the back post. Like it's just... And these English media telling me that it's all fine. The owners are backing him. The players are all with him. I find it hard to believe. I
tweeted the same thing about the 13 fixtures of 40 points look like a mountain. Someone replied to me saying, what good would a third manager in a season do, honestly?
No, keep him. No problems. Let's just keep. Yeah, well, what good would a third manager do? Yeah, let's keep him. Let's just keep him. Let's see where it goes. Crazy, man. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Just so upset, man. I'm just so upset. Like the lineup as well. Like from the get-go, I wasn't happy, man. From the get-go. Choosing Ziyech to start, choosing Ruben Loftus-Cheek to start, Havertz again. Players that consistently F you up. Players that consistently screw you. At this point, Graham Potter is doing his level best to get sacked. That's the feeling that I get. I think he's asking for the owners to sack him. He's doing his level best. Everyone predicted a Spurs win. Yeah, Easy Money Sniper predicted a 2-0 win for Spurs, and he got that. Six Girl, thanks so much for the super chat, Miz. I'm hurt, man. This club looks broken. Nikhil, thanks so much for the super chat. Mount, go and clap to the fans. Yeah, that's what's gonna get him going.
Someone tweet Connor about going to 72-hour space. Well, I will be on that. We will be there.
We will be there.
We will be there.
Alex, thank you so much for the super chat. Get in, Gus Hooding ASAP. I don't think anyone wants a job anymore, man. Chelsea Fanatic, thank you so much for the super chat. Potter, the biggest fraud in football ever. Big up. Do you know what? Look, everyone is saying all this now. And I know tomorrow when I do my live stream, so many people be like, nah, just keep him on. Keep him on. Let's just have him on. You're so negative, Miz. You're always negative. Graham Potter needs more time. So we're getting embarrassed every single week. Ryan, what do we do, bro? What do we do, Ryan? What do we do?
Kind of nothing, bro. Keep on making like we can't do anything. What could we do, Miz? What could we do?
Owners are not going to sack him, are they?
I don't know. I don't know.
Sai, thoughts, bro? How you feel at the end of this match?
It's even hard to speak one of you, know. Every match, I try coming on here, try to speak after the match, just to have some positive. And every match I come on here, there is nothing I want to speak even after the game, because it is hard to speak. What is the positive in this match that you want to speak about? You want to speak about Mason Mount, the guy who was trying to get a red card that Ziyech couldn't get. You want to talk about Kepa, who could not save the shot. Even some of the new players, Felix, he has been having very good games, but you've got to get more clinical. You have to. Havertz, was he playing? Yes, was he playing? I saw him in the lineup. Was he playing? I
Yeah,
didn't know.
unfortunately, he was.
Miz,
Unfortunately, he played the entire match.
Miz,
Yeah.
Graham Potter becomes the first manager ever to lose back-to-back games against interim managers who don't have the UEFA coaching badges.
What?
Wow. Because Conte wasn't there, was he? It was the
No,
assistant manager.
Carlini.
that's funny.
2 out of 16, man. 2 out of
But
16.
you know what, Miz? You asked me what we have to do. What could we do? As I always say, out of all the aspects of the club, if the fans truly know what it is to be Chelsea, the standard we set for the past 20 years, and you just need to keep going, but hold the line because we will be back. But just need to hold the line, hold that standard up, hold that standard up. I think all of you guys who are on streams and stuff, Miz, Eunice, everybody, just hold the standard up. I guess that's the best you could do now.
That's the best we can do. That is the best we can do. Check out this tweet, ladies and gentlemen. It's Potter Clueless playing two geriatrics next to each other at CB.
Who's that?
Who's that? Koulibaly and Silva. Yeah, I agree with the Koulibaly thing, but
Geriatric.
Was Koulibaly bad today?
Two old people.
no, I don't think he was entirely bad, to be honest.
I think he's quite good today.
Enzo with no protection and legs around him in a two-man midfield with Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Yeah, that I can give.
True.
That I can give. Two second striker, 10s up top.
I
João
think
Felix, I'm
Felix is
okay
on
with.
top.
Yeah, and I don't think João Felix was on top. It was
He was more of a left-sided
yeah,
midfielder.
it was Havertz. Washed Weidman in Sterling and Ziyech. Sterling was probably
Sterling was
the
really
better
good.
player at first half, and second half everyone was poor. Ziyech definitely. I don't understand why Ziyech played, and he almost got himself a red card. Yeah. Do you know how a lot of us in this panel, like, we're just pondering, we're just thinking,
Let's hear this.
because nothing's gonna happen. This man
Let's
will be
hear
there
this.
for Leeds.
No, wait, here is Ben Jacobs. Understand Chelsea's owners retain their faith and patience in Graham Potter. There are no plans to sack Chelsea manager tonight. But Miss, I mean that's a ridiculous tweet. By the way, the match finished 3 minutes ago. I think they had time to have a meeting and stuff. Let's be honest there.
No, they don't. This guy's just there. Ben Jacobs is there to just
It's just PR
protect
at
him.
this
Protect.
point.
Yeah,
Just
he's a
to-
PR. He's a PR merchant, man. He's a PR merchant. I understand Chelsea's owners retain their faith and patience in Graham Potter. Like
How
straight
you
after
could
the
know that
match,
3 minutes after a match?
yeah, straight after the match, Todd Bowley picked up the phone and said to all of these English journalists, "I still believe in him." Send out that message. Really, really. This is what Todd Bowley did straight after that match,
I mean,
getting embarrassed 2-0 in a
that could be the
London
only way.
derby.
That's the only way. I mean, how could you do that 2 minutes after a game? Bro didn't even get the Nando's yet. You know, the
Jay
peri peri.
Don,
What?
Jay Don is before I get to Jay Don. Bertram, thank you so much for the super chat. How much to call in, bro? Sacking TT, worst decision. Look, there's no price to call in. It's just I'll think about something to incorporate fans into the channel very soon. So just hang tight. For the time being, just send in the comments as you're going through. Jay Don is saying, nah, Ben Jacobs is respectable, Miz. I know he's respectable. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is, how is he
How could you
How
know
is he
this
getting
2 minutes after a match?
exactly is what Ryan said. How does he know this literally a few minutes after the match has finished? Did he get a phone call from Todd Bowley? It's quite mad, don't you think? It's blatant PR for an English manager. Ishan, thank you so much for the super chat. We shall win the championship next year. I don't know, man. I think championship could be difficult as well. It's not an easy competition.
How will you win in the championship
Well,
when you
we're
can't
talking about
win against the
championship.
championship teams in Premier League? We were not able to win against Nottingham Forest.
Ibsy, Chelsea Football Club are finished. Ben Jacobs. 2 wins in the last 15 games, closer to the relegation zone than top 4, scored 1 goal in 4. That's the other thing. We don't score goals, boys. We don't score goals. Valan, thanks so much for the super chat. How many days off? What about the children? Yeah. Yeah, how many days off now? Few more? Can we have some days off tomorrow, day after? Maybe get that chill room done and dusted with the motivational phrases all over the wall. The lads gave it everything. That's life. All of that. Shenanigans. Let's see all of these staunch Potterine accounts. Vince is one of them. Our problem is that it doesn't matter what we do. We find it difficult to create sustained chances, let alone score goals. We should switch back to 3 at the back until we sign a proper DM in the summer. Nice. Ryan and Sai, I find all of these funny, man. Like all of these people that want the manager to stay in. We should stick to a back 3 until we sign a proper DM. Now it's proper DM. Proper DM. Like having Enzo is not good enough. Proper DM.
I mean, Ten Hag is playing with Sabitzer at DM when he doesn't have Casemiro. Should we wait for a proper DM? Isn't Sabitzer the type of player that is Zakaria? Aren't they similar?
Yeah. It's mad, bro. It's mad. Matisse, 5-stage
Five
drops,
stages.
Chelsea grief. Denial, deadline day. Anger, Southampton. Bargaining, Monday. Depression, completed a mate. Acceptance, today. Oh, Lord. Dami, a process in football requires progress, and the fact that there isn't a single sign of improvement, even in the slightest, at Chelsea since Potter came in, tells me all I need to know. The mad thing is, ladies and gentlemen, and as I keep reiterating, it's true. Everything Ryan demonstrated at halftime, tactical-wise, it was true. There was some form of tactics that was going on. But you know what? None of that matters because second half, it all went out the window. It all went out the window. I mean, and all that tactical play that Potter had in the first half, it still didn't materialize to anything anyway. Still 0-0. And then in the second half, inevitably, we lost. We lost. All right, I'm going to wrap things up, ladies and gentlemen. Look out for my review that will come out within the next half an hour or so. I'm not doing the watch along for the Carabao Cup final. I got to sleep. Big day tomorrow, so yeah. I'll keep you guys updated. Till next time, everyone. 2 out of 16. That's all I can say. Last but not least, Ishan, thank you so much for the super chat. Mentality coach did say that the coach is an issue. Mentality coach said the coach is an issue. All right, ladies and gentlemen, take care. See ya. That's life.